You ready? Let's get it.
I think we're ready.
Yo. Hey, yo, welcome back, everybody, to the Puff Puff Pass podcast, episode 43. Scoop Dizzle.
Dan Ganja.
Noises.
Noises.
What's the deal?
Do a little roll call.
Right. And this week we're joined by Issa.
Issa.
My
In the
man.
building.
Yes,
In the
sir.
building.
Yes,
What's the
sir.
deal?
Oh, no, I'm trying to get
Round
you the
of
clap. My
applause.
fault.
Hey, you get the coin in the clap.
Right. Not everybody gets
Not
that.
everybody gets that.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Shit.
Do it.
Yo, so before we even get into anything, let's do this little sponsorship. A couple words from our sponsors. Make sure you check out Intervision Apparel over there at nrvs.shop. And for an extra 15% off of your purchases, make sure you type in Rich Minds, that's capital RICH, no space, MIND, $ at the end. Also, shout out to GG Westway for the support they've been showing to us. You can also check out their blog, get some exclusive content on their YouTube. Make sure you like, view, and subscribe, all that. Enjoy that. Or enjoy it, you know what I'm saying? Some other shit.
You heard it. You know what it is.
Hey, who did that beat for that?
That was an
That's
open
Obi.
one.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
pretty sick, though.
Crazy.
Fucking Obi.
I was feeling that, though.
It's a nice little vibe, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to switch things up a bit, show love to our sponsors, and, be creative with it a little bit.
That's what's up.
So,
Shoot.
Shit,
Yeah,
it
I'm about
is
to get
what
in
it
that
is.
sponsorship game if I get my own beat like that.
And you know what? We got the right engineer for
yeah,
you.
let us know. We might be able to do that.
My own backdrop. That's what's up.
But yeah, no. Episode 43, the Puff Puff Pass podcast. We here. We puffing. Everybody's puffing.
Real shit, huh?
You know? I was just saying, like, man, I need to learn how to smoke on cigars the right way. I don't think I've ever truly mastered that. We might need to have a secret, or not a secret. We might need to have a session for that.
It's
what's
much like a backwood. I'm telling you, just puff on it a couple times and you take one real draw. If
You're talking like a straight backwood, like you're just smoking it. All right.
just it's obviously not Kush, so don't take a big old
Right,
hit.
definitely.
no.
Right.
I know that much. You're not supposed to inhale it, right? You're not supposed to inhale. You're just supposed to just
Right.
kind of just taste it.
If you're not experienced, it might put you down, though.
Right.
I've had those moments where I feel like I got cancer that same day.
Right.
My friend had brought a cigar and he was trying to smoke that whole shit that night. I was like, yeah, bro, I don't think so. I can do that.
Right.
But I probably was not smoking that shit right. And I was feeling like shit.
Right.
But no, man, we're here, episode 43. I think we're all glad you're here, bro.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your time and your energy.
Absolutely.
Definitely want to get into all your ventures, everything you got going on. And just excited to hear your story and everything you're willing to share with our listeners and anything you want to share on the pod, bro. It's love.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
How you feel, Scoops?
Let's start off with a little weekly catch up with everybody. Dan, how was your week, man? I heard it was busy.
Busy week, man. Busy week. I also need to start making a habit of doing this after our sponsors. I need to give a quick shout out to Buddy Jane. If you haven't heard about Buddy Jane, make sure you tap in, man. That's social media's new high. Join the fastest growing community of cannabis today. Download the pre-launch app. It's available on the Apple Music, on the App Store on Apple. I believe it's coming to Android and it's going to be online on desktops pretty soon. But visit the website buddyjane.com and see what's up, man. Tap in. That's like an exclusive Instagram for Kush smokers. There's been a lot of privacy shit going on and
if you're on Instagram, you can't post certain things, you know what I'm saying, about marijuana and this, that, and the third.
You can't even take pictures sometimes of the Kush itself. That shit gets flagged or they take it down and it's
But on Buddy Jane, they let you do all that.
Hey, tap
Everything.
in, man.
I'm telling you.
Tap in.
That's the way to go if you smoke Kush and love being social.
I think that's part of the love,
seems
right?
like I'm going to have to pull
it.
up on Buddy Jane.
I said, I think that's part of the love, right? Being able to see it.
You would think,
Yeah, you know
that goes right next to being able to smell it and smoke it.
Exactly.
Man.
Scratch and sniff.
Right.
So quick shout out to Buddy Jane. Tap in if you haven't already. Again, that's Buddy Jane. Damn, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with my voice right now. Buddy Jane. Yeah, tap in. BuddyJane.com. Weekly catch up. Honestly, I caught up on some rest for the most part this week. What happened? It definitely was in and out the studio. Busy as usual. I know Arson was here yesterday. Sanity pulled up. We had actually a pretty amazing session, man, yesterday. It was unexpected, but it was kind of like an energy boost personally. Like I felt like, man, it was dope. Like almost the entire team was there because even you pulled up that day. Even you pulled up yesterday, and like probably it was only Monte missing and Ace.
Even Issa pulled up
Issa
yesterday.
pulled up,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
He tried to
Right.
Issa was trying to do the podcast yesterday. You know, he was ready yesterday. You know what I'm saying? He was ready on Wednesday.
Go, ready to go.
But yeah, man, I think this week I was personally just it was like me just catching up on some rest, but it was a productive week nonetheless, man. We just submitted the next release for Rich Minds and Blossom. It's gonna be Noises' project. We just it's gonna be called Count Your Blessings. I'll let him talk about that too. And yeah, man, we're just personally just got a little more like motivational boost just from an email I got recently. So I'm feeling good, man. Double M's coming out this weekend. So a lot of energy. I'm very excited for this weekend. Let me touch on that really quick and then I'm done.
No one's rushing you.
We got 2 shows this weekend. I need y'all to tap in. The Rich Minds Collective, it's gonna be crazy this weekend. Saturday, we're gonna be at a Nightmare at Pacifico Cantina. It's going down in Monterey Park. You can still RSVP and I believe get your tickets through the Eventbrite link. Check the Rich Minds Linktree account. It's on our social media, Rich Minds Collective. And tap in, get your tickets now. I'm telling you, you're gonna regret it if you don't do it. The last show was dope. The one we did for
Zay's
Zay's B-Day
birthday,
bash.
yeah.
That shit was dope. This one's even crazier, I think.
This one has a downstairs too. They're gonna have
Yeah.
two levels to it. I think the bottom is a costume thing, right?
Right.
For Halloween or whatever.
Right, the last one downstairs was kind of just like, the people, kind of just like an open thing. Like,
Yeah.
you get in there, it's probably like the bathrooms. But now they're going to kind of make it like more interesting. They got the performances going on upstairs, I believe. Downstairs, they're going to have the vendors. they're having
Marijuana smoke, all
right.
that.
It's going to be legit like the green room. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have a
Nice.
costume party downstairs as well. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. That's going down on Saturday. Again, at Monterey Park. Get your tickets. What happened? You dressing up? Damn, I don't know. Everyone's been asking me.
Are you dressing up though, Dan?
I honestly
or no?
don't know. I might just cop out and buy a mask and just rock that. That's lame, but I don't know. I don't really celebrate Halloween. And I get it, bro. It's about just having fun and shit.
You should get a Mikael Myers smash. You feel me?
Oh my god.
I'm saving that. I'm letting Arson handle that.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's Saturday. Remember, A Nightmare at Pacifico Cantina. Tap in. That's going down on Saturday. That's the 16th, right? Sunday, right after that, catch us at Locals Only Cafe. That's in Los Angeles. We're gonna be at Flav. We're gonna be featured on Flav Sundays. Shout out to DJ Les. Shout out my man Red, who's hosting, who's like put the event together. Shout out to Zay for the plug. Noises is gonna be performing live. Godfather Rito and Monte
sir.
Montana.
Sure.
Again,
Damn.
it's gonna be crazy. Like,
That's a lit lineup.
and there's
Cooking
more,
and
and there's
booking.
more people. There's tons of
right.
amazing acts on these bills. Don't get it twisted. I'm just shedding light on the team real quick because these guys work hard every day. I see it, so it's like we all
Cooking and bucking.
Cooking
everyone
and booking, right?
everyone is deserving of this shit, man. And like I said, both shows are gonna be fun as fuck. You can get both the shows. You can get tickets for both shows on the Rich Mind Collective's Linktree link. It's on the social media. It's even on mine, Dan Ganja account. Check it out, danganja.com. Dan-Ganja, type it in and get those tickets, man. Other than that, yeah, busy week, but caught up on some rest, and that's what it is in a nutshell. Just getting ready for these shows, man. I'm excited for the team. I'm excited for you guys. At the end of the day.
There it is. Noise, just tap in with us, man. How was your week, bro?
Shit, man. Been a long week. Fucking kind of ran into a little bad luck over this last week. I got my truck towed actually.
Damn.
Saturday, you feel me? And then was supposed to shoot a video. My cousin bailed on me.
Man,
You feel me?
that's right.
But niggas bounced back, smoked a lot of Kush. Sunday, enjoyed football. You feel me? Monday, started working, just tracking out some new shit that I'm working on. Tuesday, just regular shit. There was no games on that day, so niggas was mad. Wednesday was yesterday,
Yeah.
and we had a fucking session, and everybody was there. That shit was tight. You feel me?
But I heard y'all made a little banger or whatever.
Niggas made it.
Right.
Niggas made some John Blaze real quick. You feel me?
Yeah, no, for real.
I ain't gonna say too much about it, but we did it. It's done. Double M gonna hopefully come through and bless it. You know what I mean? But turned in the my EP today for Count Your Blessings. Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
So I got the next project already en route in the loop,
Right, it's coming.
getting ready to be dropped. I'm expecting sometime very soon. I'm not gonna give any specifics, but Dan knows what I'm talking about. But
Yeah, it's on the way.
yeah, we gonna start getting ready to give niggas the dope supply. So just
Yeah, we
stay
can't
locked.
wait. Absolutely.
Stay locked. You know what I mean? Because it's coming.
Yeah, man. And really quick, I didn't say this. Shout out to Arson. Shout out to Arson. I know he put in a lot of work on that project, and he was here yesterday. His energy is always appreciated and needed at times. So shout out to Arson. I just wanted to say that really quick, and shout out to Sanity because
Shout out to
he was here
Arson.
too.
he was here too, and like
Shout
man,
out to San.
that energy I think was really needed yesterday, man. Like I said, I think the team we're undergoing a lot of change right now. Like I feel like I don't know. I feel like there's a shift happening, and it's a positive one. But it's gonna require a lot of change, and it's gonna require a lot of just us all getting on the same page and us really just really moving with purpose nowadays, bro, and really fucking moving with urgency. You feel me? So I'm just excited, man. I'm really excited for us. Like it ain't over yet. We got a long road ahead of us, and I'm ready.
What's up? I feel that.
Issa, how was your week, bro? Well, first off, what's the life in a week of like for you? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, God damn.
I'm interested. I think we all are.
Man, it gets hectic sometimes, but I mean, day in the life, man. I'll give you a secret, man. I try to delegate a lot of it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There's only one me, obviously. I just had my son. He's almost
Congrats.
2 now. Not just had him.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Regardless, congrats.
Yeah, no.
Thank you, man. Thank you. So, looking after him and stuff like that, and just really, like you talked about a little bit, the shift in mindset. You know what I mean? And just trying to, everything shifts once you have a kid.
Definitely. I can only imagine. Yeah.
Right. Somebody's dependent on you and things like that. So, this week, man, tell you the truth, like, I've been trying to get things prepared for him, kind of try to set that road up for him. Because, if anything happens to me, honestly, you know what I mean? You want your kid to be set.
Hell yeah.
So I've been doing a lot of that, structuring out a lot of things to make sure he's taken care of.
Man.
Yeah.
That's real boss shit right there.
Yeah,
Real talk.
it's I try and stay humble about everything, and I tell you, boss or no boss, it's things you got to do. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, there's only one of me, so I want to make sure he's taken care of once I'm gone. Hopefully that's in a long time in the future.
Definitely.
But if it's not, then I still would like to be comfortable with things being set up for him. You know what I mean? And helping out. So that's a goal.
I feel that. I felt that, man. Like,
Hell yeah.
That's an important week. Absolutely. God damn.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
And like you, I don't know if it's too personal or whatnot, but like
Late on.
doing like something along the lines of like life insurance.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Personally, I knew about life insurance, I have, a couple policies and things like that, but like this week just really got slammed with some knowledge, some things that I didn't quite know about in depth, and things that are really going to be helpful in my goals personally to try to structure that out with my kid, my family, and things like that. So of course,
Disrespect, bro.
real shit, man.
I'm a person that shares, so of course, once I get mine set up, then you share it well. You get what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. You gotta take care of yourself first.
Before you can take care of anybody else.
Absolutely.
And sometimes sometimes that's a hard reality to understand and like to accept. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you got to be good first in order to take care of the next person or whatever. Like so, much love and respect to that.
It's not a hard reality. That's really life.
No,
You know what I mean? Like if you
no.
can't even function, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Well, I get what you're saying,
Right.
though,
Like,
because
just some people
won't get that
they
idea.
don't understand
Yeah.
that. Like
Like,
I feel that.
they'll hurt themselves by trying to help out the next person, not knowing they're fucking themselves up now.
right.
Like,
And see, me and Scoop were talking about that a little bit last night. I'm a person that shares. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, for free. You get what I'm saying? I don't charge people for what I share and all the things that I know. So I try and give it to them because I want them to be good. It is a very, very hard reality for some who are used to giving, who are used to sharing and being that guy for everybody to go, you know what? I think I need to be a little bit selfish right now. You get what I'm saying?
And that's what,
a lot of times you can't do that in a dual setting. You can't try and be nice and trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And it's one of those things like, you know, you guys got talent and shit here, right?
Oh, hell yeah, bro. I've been cussing.
All right.
No, so,
Cuss like a
I've been cussing.
All right, my bad. I wasn't sure. You know, I try to be respectful.
Hey,
and
you can be
whatnot,
not humble here. You can cuss on here. You on the Puff Pass podcast.
You're limited to 5 F-bombs. That's it.
After that, we might get taken down. Not just playing.
Right.
No, you're good,
But
bro.
it's a harsh reality because you can't. You know, it's like with talent and whatnot. You know, you get put on or whatever, or you get on. You know, the harsher reality is that you can't take everybody with you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Even though you really want to and your heart is in the right place, it's not a thing about hearts anymore. It's a thing about minds. And the hard reality is that everybody's not in the same mindset. You know, everybody doesn't think about money the same. Everybody doesn't think about business the same. And so that's one of those things where everybody starts to fall into place and you start to see who people really are. So yeah, you do got to be careful. You know what I mean? You know, you can't take everybody with you. If you're serious about elevating and moving into a new position, then those are some things that you got to consider.
Man.
You know what I mean? And you got to make the hard choices.
Man, I like you, bro. I fuck with you.
I like
I mean, serious.
Fucking knowledge, bro.
Give us a fucking
Oh,
coin
yeah,
or
no,
round of
I'll
applause.
give you the coin. I'll give you
There you
the
go. Yeah, give us something. Hey, that's a great way to start the pod. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And so now I'm even more interested in like,
to hear more.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Hey, whatever you want, man. Ask me. I'm here.
Shit.
I'm on.
There it is. Well, thank you for pulling up. Absolutely.
it's your time.
2 times in a row, you know?
It's your time.
Right. Hey, that shit was funny really quick. Yeah, that shit was funny, bro. When they came out yesterday, I was like, hey, there's someone at the door. I was like, oh, shit. I think you probably got the days mixed up. Let me call Scooby real quick.
Absolutely.
Hey, that shit was funny, man. Hey, good shit. We here.
Absolutely. My week,
Scoop Dizzle.
not too bad. A
How was
little
your
bit
week,
busy.
Scoop?
It was all right. It was a week, you know. You know, at the end of every podcast, I go bowling. I'm in a bowling league on Thursdays.
Yep.
Nice.
That's when we record this. And I hit my average, got the team to win. Came down to a little strike at the end.
There it is, right?
Just, you know,
Oh,
just a
what's up,
nice
man?
little confidence
Okay,
boost going
coin
into
up,
the week.
coin
Yeah,
up.
coin up. Round of
There you
applause.
go.
Bruh. You know, Sunday took the loss in 2 of my little fantasy leagues. This man, you know what I'm saying? He just stole all my positive energy. I
Game
feel.
master.
Ate it up.
Game master.
But
I
now,
know, Flop's been a little quiet with the fantasy shit. You saving that for
bruh,
sports?
Exactly.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna be
That shit's
quiet.
coming.
Quiet,
Coming in with the quiet side.
Right.
Oh, my God.
But no, that was just my weekend. Football was like the more like big thing. I worked Saturday. This week though, I did lock in with Obi to record a couple stories for you from my listeners. We have a treat for you guys on Halloween, so be prepared. All right,
Nice.
you will get that notification on your phone, a new Puff Puff Pass episode, and you just need to tap in. All right, it's
Yeah.
coming.
Nice.
It's
Tap
coming.
in, tap in.
But outside of that, it was easy money. Got to see again. Issa pulled up a day early. We had all that knowledge being sent back and forth. Sandy walked in and got some of it. Flock got it. You know what I'm saying? Just everybody touched on that, and now we're here.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like going on
Bruh.
yesterday. Like we had the
Yeah.
session going on, and then like it was just a vibe. It was like, man, a lot of shit, but it was a lot of good energy to be around, man.
It was
So,
good. Yeah.
Right.
glad you pulled up. Hey, everything happens for a reason, bro. You never know. We needed that day. I think we needed
I
just a
like
nice
it.
little
I like it.
pick me up.
Shit. Who doesn't need to pick me up right now? Anyways, though,
Right.
once I get that blunt, I'll be picked up. But let's move into to the headlines, you guys, because I got a little bit of some interesting topics that I found this week. That's also what I did. By the way, I believe Godwin scored, didn't he?
Nah, he didn't.
Who was it?
Somebody else.
Ronald Jones.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's a
I just
game
got the
going on right
notification.
now.
I'm sorry.
Howard.
No, Zach Ertz just scored for the
Yeah,
Eagles.
and
so,
Zach Ertz.
Hey, what's
fucking-
up with that? That's my quarterback.
Nah, fuck.
And one of my
fuck
tight
that.
ends in a different league.
Nah, I'm playing against Zach Ertz. Fuck Zach Ertz.
Whenever it's football season, y'all gonna hear this shit.
fuck-
If we still
fuck
recording on
Jalen
Thursdays,
Hurts,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, I know it.
Fuck,
Man.
you
fuck
gonna hear
Jalen
this
Hurts, bro.
throughout the pod. Fantasy
Come on,
talk.
bro.
All right,
I'm
so
good with it though, man. I feel quite deprived. I haven't seen a game in a minute. So
man, shit ain't changed.
there with you.
People,
Shit, yeah, shit
people,
ain't-
yeah, people getting blown
Same
up.
shit,
and this, that, and the
different.
third.
You feel me? Different year.
Right.
Different shit.
I'm shitting on folks.
Oh, whatever.
Hey, I'm just
Whatever.
waiting on my Cowboys game.
All right.
Hey, my
Yeah.
man, my
You a
man.
Cowboy fan
Yeah.
too.
Don't get him started.
Yo, but all right. So first headline I stumbled across this week. I don't know if you guys seen this. It was a Waffle House employee that was in the back of the kitchen holding her baby, cooking up waffles.
I didn't hear about that.
It went viral on TikTok. You feel me? But come to find out that it was taken out of context. One of her coworkers was there with her child, and she picked the kid up. And yeah, she was back there cooking with the baby, but it wasn't even her kid. So like, yeah, people blew it up. She ended up being suspended and then retrained on how to properly has like food handling, this, that, and the third.
The woman
they
that
say.
brought the
The
brought her
woman
baby?
that was holding the baby in the
Yeah.
video.
Oh, the coworker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell? So the coworker, hold on, I'm trying to get it right. So the coworker picked up the lady's baby
one
and
of
made
her
a fucking
friends'
TikTok.
babies. Yeah, pretty much. No, she got recorded on TikTok.
Oh,
And people were like, yo, these Waffle House people are crazy. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. And that shit blew up. It looked bad for Waffle House and all that.
Right.
damn. And then the
Man.
fact that she was caught on camera with someone else's
Yeah,
baby.
yeah. So they just like came
Well,
out.
let me set the context for you though. It was the grill behind the counter.
Right.
and whatnot.
Right.
It was at the grill.
And she had the baby.
And she had
over
the baby.
grill.
She was on her hip.
Man,
And she was at the grill. So of course, like you said, that
probably low key
you know,
burning her.
I mean,
what the
safety.
what the fuck,
Yeah, man.
Take the
Yo.
baby out of your hands.
Some shit.
Yeah,
So she
man.
only has to get retrained. She didn't get fined or anything, or the woman didn't press charges.
Nah. Well,
What
'cause
did she really do?
She knew the woman in general. Like
Damn.
that was one of her friends that worked there also. I'm just like, yo, if you guys can't, you know what I'm saying, get like someone to watch your kid, shouldn't your company? No, your company shouldn't. But goddamn, it'd be nice if they can get that for you, because this should be
Right.
like, you know what I mean?
Hey man,
Who else is doing this in a Waffle House somewhere that we just don't get caught on TikTok
that.
seeing?
Right.
I mean, and bro, and again, that. I guess that's like the harsh reality of our world, bro. Like some people don't have someone to like watch their kid, but they need to work. They need to provide
Right.
for
Right.
their family. They need to provide for whatever the case is, So, man, it's a double. There's two sides to that story, Like, yeah, that story is like a fucked up one, like where it
Right.
kind of went viral and. Like you said, kind of got out of context a little bit, but it's like the other side is that, like, yeah, there's a woman there that's having to
Holding
take
a
her
baby
child
over the
while
grill.
she's
Yeah,
at
that
work.
too, though.
Like, it's like,
Facts.
damn, like,
Facts.
it just kind of like, man, it's crazy. It's
I mean, there was a lot more that added to the
Yeah.
controversy
Right.
too, though.
Right.
They thought she was trying to get
Like a
paid on one of the
like
sites.
a scam or whatever
Yeah.
that was
Oh,
going
shit.
with it. Like it was some other shit. But
Damn.
still, she only got retrained and
Yeah.
bruh, what the fuck?
yeah, I don't know. Right?
Turns out she wasn't trying
Right.
to get paid. Actually, in a twist to the story, somebody else came in and claimed that was them and tried to get some money.
What?
Yes.
Hey, that's a bro. We live
Sick
in a
world,
strange.
bro.
Hey,
Waffle House.
Waffle House.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
need another beer.
Dude, I need some waffles, man.
Right.
Low key, I'm not mad at some waffles.
Man, I'm tasting syrup right now.
Yo. All right, yo. Moving forward in some different little news. For you guys that like video games, Rockstar just confirmed they are remastering Grand Theft Auto 3, San Andreas, and Vice City.
Hey, I heard about that.
Vice City.
Yo.
Imagine playing those games with the fucking graphics now, bro.
Right.
Hopping in that fucking whip and hearing that Billie Jean. You feel me?
That's what I'm thinking
Bro.
about. Like, they're smart for doing that shit. They're
I'm
gonna-
thinking about Arson on Twitch playing all three of these games.
Hey, well, he might have to.
You know what I
He might
mean?
have to buy that shit
Yeah.
from him.
You just, that would
Man,
just more,
for
yeah,
real.
that'd be best for him.
He'd be like, fuck yeah, I'm playing
Because
this
everyone's
shit.
thinking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone's has wanted to see these three games remastered because they were
Bruh.
good games.
I still got
You
the
know what I mean?
cheats, nigga.
I doubt the
I
cheats
still
work.
gonna be the same?
Nah,
I
nigga.
doubt the
I
cheats
need,
work. You're right.
I need
Hey, you
the
think
cheats.
they'll be the same?
nigga. I need the cheats.
Hey, they might be the same.
Who knows, man? Who knows? But let's move forward in some more news. I don't know if you guys heard about the attack out in Norway this past week. This man went crazy with a bow and arrow and a knife, I believe.
What?
They're calling it a terrorist attack. I'm not too sure. I didn't really care to read that part about it, but I knew that Norway, I never thought people out there were really that angry, if you would. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Bro,
They're usually
a bow
not.
and arrow?
A bow and arrow and,
And
a knife.
on some fucking like Beowulf shit.
A bow and arrow terrorist.
That's come on.
That's
I don't
insane.
know. What do you call that? Like that's not like
I mean, I guess people felt terrorized. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I guess it's point and shoot either way.
Right. Like, man, what the fuck?
Fuck. Oh man, but let's move on.
That was wild. That was in Norway.
shit
you
was
said?
wild. In Norway.
I'm over here just like thinking like, what the fuck?
Fuck.
I'm thinking of someone
Niggas is
like
peaceful over there. Usually.
That's what I
know.
would have thought.
It's pretty land and
It
shit.
is pretty peaceful. You know they don't carry guns over there.
That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
isn't the UK?
they got
kinda
bow
like
and
that?
arrows. They carry bow and arrows though.
What's that?
Isn't Great
Niggas
Britain
is
like that
handy
also?
with
Yeah,
fucking-
yeah, yeah.
They
Like
got-
parts of
they got
Europe.
the-
are
They
like
got
that?
blow darts and shit.
Wow.
That's how they fight. Fuck guns. they don't need the guns.
They got blow darts.
We got other alternatives.
People going down.
Hey man. You feel- like
Once you hear that whistle by your ear, oh shit!
too late.
Oh
Man
my god!
down.
God.
That
Yo,
is hilarious.
That's crazy.
moving forward, another headline I seen was that U.S. jobs, or job openings, are dropping now, with a lot of quits being the record reason to it. What do you think is behind this? Just hearing the headline, I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? What do you think is behind this? Please go ahead, Dan.
Part of the mandates.
Probably the mandates, meaning what
Meaning,
mandates, bruh? Because I'm not. What do you mean? Like which mandates?
Like for the
As far as
shot.
Vaccines.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I just
That's what I think.
I'm with it.
Because, bro, it's crazy, bro. We're even seeing it in sports. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That is
Like,
true. That is true.
Right.
I've seen
Literally,
this before.
like, and it's kind of crazy, you know, that, you know, I don't know. Again, this is always a very
You obviously
touchy,
know something. Come
Again,
on.
this is obvious. Again, this is obvious when we're trying to copy you, but no, this is obviously like a very sensitive situation. But you
Agreed.
know, I don't know if that's the question. Yeah, I would say it's because of the mandates and like people just aren't really willing to comply with that. Like
I feel
it
that.
feels a little forced. It feels a little like we're supposed to have a choice, but we don't have a choice now. It's like
Right.
and it's fucking with people's livelihoods. You know, like that's what I think.
That's what you think. Anybody else got a formulated thought on here?
I mean, I think it's that. I mean, people are dealing with a lot right now, you know, and then like this vaccine thing, the mandate in particular it's just an added stress. Stress. It's just an added stress. You saw a lot of people going out on leave for mental stress, you know what I mean?
Right.
Mental instability and mental stress and whatnot for mental health days. You know, that's a new term. They're taking mental health
Right.
days. So they were taking those before, but now the added stress of, you know, being forced to take a vaccine that, you know, in a lot of people's opinion is very invasive,
Right.
is a big deal. So yeah, we're experiencing not just a shift, but this is a history being made right now, you know, and you know, with a lot of people going, that's why a lot of people are going the entrepreneurial route, you know, and taking those skills elsewhere. You know, if you can do work at home from a computer, why get vaccinated? And that's kind of the view that everybody's taking right now.
I feel that absolutely. Yeah, no, I was gonna actually say the same thing. Yeah, the vax, but not even that. I think just some that already weren't working due to getting that oh my god the
The stimulus.
the stimulus
Yes.
and but as well as
No.
the, oh my god the
I can't-
unemployment.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, the
You know what I mean?
unemployment, yeah. Mhm.
I think they just got steady with that, and now that it's running out, like okay, now they have to get back to work. So the fact that people are quitting and shit like that, they're probably because they worked and stayed, you know what I'm saying, throughout the whole time.
Right,
So
they
those
probably
that are
stacked
just
up.
right. That's
Right.
what led to their mental
If they were
health and all
smart.
that shit coming
Yeah,
and
you
crumbling
know
down. But yeah, no, I was kind of weird. Y'all touched on both things.
No,
That's
absolutely,
fucking
man.
weird.
Absolutely. That's a thing, man.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
right.
All of because you're right, and that's I appreciate you mentioning that because that's something that I really didn't think about before. Is that, you know, with all the people being out, people taking mental health days, people taking, you know, the unemployment, people being off in general or being, you know, home and whatnot. There's a lot of employees who are either still in the office or still working, you know, somewhere in some location
Right.
that are shouldering the burden of what everybody else left behind. You know what I mean? I mean, it's unfair and all of that thing, but I mean, dude, my hat's off to them. You know what I mean? For lasting this long.
Let me just get
Right.
a little, yeah.
I mean, some of them, and also I've actually seen and heard of people brag about like just taking advantage of like, hey, I'm collecting this unemployment. They gave us the option to like, you know, if we don't feel
Right,
comfortable,
right.
and it's like some of them got comfortable, and then some people really, really got smart about it and stacked up, and you know, they're going on vacation and shit. They're fucking living their life. And it's like, hey, to each his own, you know, like, do what you're going to do. But it's just like, yeah, that's crazy, bro. I mean.
But you know why I say that, too? Is because I have friends who are directors and whatnot. And I'm hearing this firsthand from them. They're having to shoulder, you know, the responsibility of finding employees to fill the spots that people are leaving because the workload is just piling up for those people. You get what I mean? So I say, hey, man, you should hit me with a double shot, man. For all of those, not for me, but for all of those people who are shouldering that responsibility and just being troopers, man.
Man, shout out to, all the people that have worked the entire pandemic and haven't had that option of taking a leave or, you know, hey, shout out to you guys for real.
Absolutely.
Shout out to everyone that's doing that shit.
Absolutely. If you're still holding down your job right now, hats off to you.
Yeah.
Let's move forward, though. We got some Kush news coming at you.
Hey.
Yo, so weed in America, the federal government seems to be disconnected from cannabis itself. And this is coming from the Oregon Senator Wyden, I believe. Oregon just got their whole thing to be 100% legal and stuff like that.
Damn.
Now, disconnected meaning you think they're living in like that reefer madness era, like still like the 60s, 70s where weed was terrible, this, that, and the third, you know what I mean? Like they had that stigma. That was really why it kept...
Wait, what was the question again?
I was like, do you guys think like why they're so disconnected is because they're living in a different times? Like
who's disconnected? I'm sorry.
They're talking about the U.S. government and why it's not like legal and this, that, and the
easy.
third.
The federal government.
Yeah, that's easy. Why it's not? It could be because of stigma, but then also number two, like, bro, they're probably seeing just how it's working in other states. Like, you know, this was supposed to be beneficial, but like honestly, like some states, they're just not doing this shit the right way, bro. Like handling, like it's unfortunate, bro, that this flower is becoming like legit a business. And what happens when things gets like real popular? You tend to like step away and you tend to just like not like it as much anymore, bro. And it's just that's why that's why the streets is still winning, bro. If you do smoke Kush, like you pick up from like everyone usually has like their own connect or something, someone that they can rely on.
The way they were getting it before the shops. Yeah.
I rarely hear people that go to the dispensaries, bro, like are taxed and things of that nature, because it's like, bro, it's like I don't know, they're not doing that shit right either. But who knows? I think it could be like what you said in the beginning, though, like the whole overall the stigma from like way back when.
Like, when they were first trying to do whatever they wanted with weed, pretty much.
Because how many states is still
less than half? I think it's like 23. 24, something like that.
That is legal, or
it's legal for like adult use and stuff.
Or no, then it's still illegal. Like who haven't made the transition.
3 states.
Oh, it's only 3 states?
3 states.
Oh shit, then what the fuck? Yeah, then what the fuck is going on?
But is it 3? All right, 3 states that don't have it at all, right?
Right, it's completely illegal in 3 states.
But some that have.
Is Houston still one of them?
Yes.
Yeah, Texas has always been.
Well, Texas,
but they have medical.
See, that's why I said completely illegal.
That's why,
because there are states where it's legal for medical use, and then there are states where it's legal for
recreational,
recreational use, and then there's 3 states where it's completely illegal.
No matter what.
Do you know those 3 states offhand?
I don't. Well, I know Idaho. I think Idaho was one of them, though.
I could imagine.
I only remember that because when I was looking at it, I was like, oh, potatoes.
Right.
Hey, shout out potatoes.
Right.
I love you been thinking about French fries all day.
You feel me? Little spuds.
Spuds.
I'm hungry.
Oh shit. Yeah, no, but that was a pretty shitty stigma to have, because it seemed to have worked. You know what I mean? They started thinking that, and now the government hasn't changed its way at all. But you can get a lot of benefits besides just the flower itself.
But you gotta remember, a lot of those states are still very conservative.
That's what I was just gonna say.
So,
like where do they fall in the government like line? Like what side are they on? Type of shit.
Right.
Because that also might play a role too. Like you said.
Exactly. And you know where a lot of fear comes from, right? Fear comes from the unknown.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't know, if you don't know a lot about it, or about that world, or about that that business or whatnot, then you tend to be hands off and be like, we don't want that. So a lot of them are just conservative.
Okay.
Comfortable with the way things have been all this time. It's like, why change the shit now?
Absolutely.
That shit was wrong back then.
It's still wrong now.
Keep that shit out of here still. Like, damn.
Right. So
that's fucking crazy, bro.
You got people that fall to both sides of the fence on that one.
Yeah, like you said, we definitely are living in some like history ass times right now. I'm curious to see if I make it to see like what they write about with this shit. Like, holy shit. Everything
just-
from literally everything from this to like pandemic shit to like,
Yeah.
bro, everything like legendary, not legendary, but like I don't even know how to describe this shit. Just it feels like it's unreal sometimes.
It's
like
just
some
the,
movie
it's just the
shit.
era. It's just this
Man.
era of
It
time,
is.
bro.
It's gonna be wild.
It's
Fucked up.
Crazy.
It's an
The
illusion.
pandemic.
It's an illusion. He
The
said.
COVID-19
Matrix.
pandemic.
Man.
They gonna write about this in the history books 7 years from now.
But yo, check this. Just to tie this whole cast together. I think that article was in what was it, Green Entrepreneur or something like that.
Sure, it was.
Oh, in Green Entrepreneur, check it out, man. They have a Green Entrepreneur. What is it, CBD oil or something
I
like
was
that
just-
for
man.
entrepreneurs.
Oh shit.
Yeah, to
Specifics.
relax you after your day that you've had. You know, I thought that was pretty interesting. I was like, okay, here
That
we
would
go.
make me want to tap in.
But you know what? That's excellent marketing.
Fuck yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Fuck
You get
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That's the first thought in my head. Like, ooh, somebody is doing it. Somebody's on it.
When you said it right now, it's like, hey, that's gold.
You know?
Like they knew what the fuck they were doing with that shit.
Exactly, because I've seen it in like even the sex industry has different oils and stuff that you can use. I mean, and
There is THC lube or CBD lube,
Right.
whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the markets that they're going to is
crazy,
amazing, but there's only a few that have these certain niches,
Right.
because like what you said, people are afraid of it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
They don't want to step out of that comfort zone or think outside the box or is that what you were trying to get at?
Yeah, I mean, they don't want to think outside. And the thing about it is, dude, the potential is still so broad.
Man.
There's tons of industries that, you know, CBDs and you know, THCs and all this stuff can be used in. They haven't even scratched the surface yet. Because
Right,
I only
right.
know of one company that's doing the sexual thing, and then this one company that's doing the entrepreneurial thing. So the market is huge right now. It's just, you got to think outside the box.
Yeah. like
Right,
how you
right,
how you gonna make it work in your favor and like make it yours type shit. Or I don't know.
No, that's right.
Hair, you know,
yeah.
using it in like locks and stuff like that. I mean, dude, man,
I've been
there's
seeing
a
more,
market out there.
more shit like that, like all natural hair, like whatever it is.
Absolutely.
I don't have hair on my head. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I got less than you, so I can't talk.
yeah. Yo, moving forward in some Kush news, this past week, LA had the Fluffy Cloud experience,
Hey,
which
that
was like a
sounds
big
fun.
art. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, it was like
Fluffy.
it was an event. It was like a concert, this, that, and the third. But they had like local
love
local
how you said that.
entrepreneurs had like tables there to sell and vend and this, that, and the third.
Okay. They're vending
And
and
they
shit?
had some marijuana. You know what I'm saying? Brands out there selling some Kush.
Nice. I mean, it makes sense, right?
Come on, man, you can't have a cloud without that.
I was just
Right.
gonna say you can't have the
Without
fluffy
the dope
cloud.
pack.
Right.
That's what's up. That's tight. What was it called again? The
The fluffy cloud experience.
Fluffy Cloud Experience. That's
Yeah.
what's up, man.
But not
Shout
even
out
that.
to Puff Puff Pass, the logo.
But not even that. With all these states legalizing weed, since this shit made its first appearance at Burning Man, do you think it's going to any other states, like moving forward, with all these people that have it for recreational use?
I mean, it might, but I
Yes.
mean,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Yes.
Possibility. I don't see why not, but you know, I guess we'll just have to wait and see for that.
Who do you think gets the cloud next?
That I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I
I
mean,
mean,
like you
man.
said, it could literally be anyone. There's only 3 states that have.
That don't have it.
So it's who.
Well,
It's,
I think if you're medical, you can't have it because that's just straight medical use.
oh well, fuck.
Yeah.
I think
Right.
recreational would be the states that were
Well
the
then,
options.
yeah. I mean, shit. Who knows, bro?
Oregon, Washington.
Yeah, it might be one of those states.
Or
one
Colorado.
Of those, one of
Or
those
Colorado,
well-known
yeah.
states that have that are known for their Kush. That either hasn't been known for their Kush or that just turned legal and are known for their Kush now. Because like Washington had some pretty good Kush. We always mention.
yeah,
that.
they do. They do. When we went up there, it
Like
was really
man,
good marijuana.
it was good Kush.
like
it
it.
was good flour out there. So you never know, man.
Oh shit!
Hey, but since we're on like Kush news, this ain't really Kush news. But let me tap in on some like. Are you got any more Kush news?
I got a couple more.
All right, never mind. Go for it. Because this is technically not Kush news. It's more like drug news, like
All right, I mean-
psychedelic
Hey,
news.
we take that
like,
too.
That's all in the same family. Right. Yo, so
I like psychedelic news.
you like psychedelic news, my man. Same here. But it's some more Kush news. Cannabis tipping point is close. They're making a policy to to try to get it to be decriminalized.
Well, good.
Yes.
Meaning that we'll see a lot less of arrests. You'll probably be paying a fine if you hit past the limit that they set.
Right.
Whatever, this, that, and the third.
Yeah,
But what's going to happen to those that are still locked
I
up?
was just gonna say,
Yeah.
thank you for mentioning that, because it's good to hear all these strides. It's all strides in the right direction, but let's not lose sight of the bigger picture. There's still people that are locked up for these petty crimes, for either having a small amount of kush or being caught smoking it, whatever the case is.
Paraphernalia.
Yeah,
Right.
like
Right.
that should be priority.
I think somebody, somewhere I was
Yeah, that was right.
reading where they are trying to, in the process of decriminalizing, they're trying to get those people
Like
out
free
of
everyone.
Yeah, free those people who were those crimes over
Man.
there. So
I might have to look that up because that should be priority. I think. I mean, like I said, not to discredit this story at all. I mean, like I said, these are all strides in the
No,
right
but
direction.
that's important stuff right
Fuck
there.
yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that shit.
Because they're saying that a lot of these convictions are due to cannabis, related, whether they had it on them or had a pipe,
Right.
whatever.
Yeah. And just think about-
paraphernalia, things of that nature. Man,
Just think about if you were one of those people, bro. Like you're locked up, and then you find out, because I'm pretty sure that this shit is not even a crime no more, and you're still locked up for this shit. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Like, nah.
on another note, what I appreciate is that, those cops who are crooked, not saying they're all crooked, but those who are crooked can no longer put that little baggie in your car and say, hey, I found this in your car.
that is true. That
Sleep
is
now,
true.
fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Moving forward, let's see. I came across an article talking about the top 5 CBD. I believe that it's pronounced tinctures for focus and recovery. Nisa, wow. Issa just mentioned one. The green entrepreneur that brand has its own
Right.
CBD. And mind you, these are all oils, so it's like the drops or whether it's
Right.
you just rub it on, whatever.
Kind of supposed to like make
Relieve
you-
the pain,
right.
make you just calm you if you would. But other companies are Phil's CBD tinctures, tinctures. This one's coming from like high quality MCT oil, and it has no additives, so it's genuinely just good for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just people, you know what I'm saying? People like to do that all organic shit like that now, so that's a wave. I'm glad that at least the CBD is doing it.
Right.
Right.
Who knows about the weed we smoke? Because I heard some of it, people are not growing it right.
Yeah, man, we gotta be careful out here now.
Just saying.
Niggas be
We
fucking
can't even
up.
smoke Kush in peace, bro.
Bro,
Like, fuck.
niggas be fucking up on the kush, man.
How?
That's a
How you
no-no.
gonna do that?
That's
right.
why I trust my friendly neighborhood.
Dope,
you know,
man.
What were you gonna say? The friendly neighborhood what? Finish it.
Connection.
There it is.
Friendly neighborhood connection. I like
Oh man. Another one of these companies was Charlotte's Web. I'm
Ooh,
sorry.
I like that.
This company has 2 different extraction methods.
Like the
that they
cartoon
use.
or the movie.
Like the spider. Like the spider. Well, that's Charlotte's Web, right? She was the spider.
Wasn't it? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why
I just remember a lot of animals involved, but there
Right.
was Charlotte's Web.
Yeah, no.
I assumed she was a woman.
Yes.
So of these 2 extraction differences, one is like for maximum strength using CO2 extraction, while the other one is the original formula, which is an IPA extract.
That's nice.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So
Nice.
Charlotte's Web, bro. And then we covered Green Entrepreneur. Quicksilver is another brand with the CBD tinctures. This one has like scientific advance for. Damn, this is a long ass science word. The nano-illusion technology.
Damn.
Is power. Yo, you feel me? Yo.
Shouts out to school.
Yo.
We should have had Siri read this.
That's crazy, bro. I'm telling you.
Technology, nigga.
Right.
Pretty much, this is the oil that you would put in your mouth. It immediately hits the bloodstream, so you'll get it within 5 minutes. Or
Damn,
not, you know what I'm saying?
instant.
Fast. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Yeah, it says 5 to 15 minutes to feel
It just pop up like that. Like,
Damn.
oh.
You just feel it. That's one of those fast acting ones, man. You can't.
I'm up.
All right.
Right. Now I'm
Loops
down. I'm
down.
down.
Bow.
Right. Yo.
You feel me?
The last brand is 22 Red. This brand uses certified organic MCT oil.
How come it couldn't be 22 Blue?
Because that's a football play, man. I don't know.
Nice.
Got it.
Nah, but this company uses the certified organic MCT oil and is free of pesticides as well, solvents, and heavy metals. So yeah, definitely tap in with 22 Red.
healthy.
Yeah,
Dope, man.
absolutely.
Read the labels.
Please,
Fuck
please.
the metals.
Read those labels.
Dan, you got any headlines for us, man?
Yeah, let me piggyback off the Kush news. This is related to that. Apparently in Seattle, you're no longer you can't get arrested for oh shit, my bad. You can't get arrested for commercial psychedelics. I believe that falls in line with like shrooms, and I think it's only shrooms actually.
Shrooms?
Where is this?
Not acid?
I don't think acid, or I didn't see that in there. Or let me double check.
It was Washington, right?
No, Seattle, yeah.
Oh, Seattle.
It says
Time
you
for a
can
trip.
now consume.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Literally.
Yes, sir.
You can now consume non-commercial psychedelics without arrest in Seattle.
You feel me?
But it doesn't specify if it's just shrooms or if it's. I don't think acid, or I don't know.
I'm taking shit, especially
knows,
when it
man?
rains.
Hey, but it's
I'm
like,
happy
yo,
with mushrooms.
when
yeah.
it rains.
Hey, Washington is doing it.
They are.
They are.
They
Like,
are.
damn, it's fucking beautiful out there.
gas.
Like
nigga,
the air
gas.
felt, like the air was fresher
feel
out
me?
there.
It was fresher.
Like for
feel you,
real,
bro.
it was like fuck all this smog out here in Cali. Like it was just like a whole new
Y'all
zone.
niggas know how the Kush is already, right?
Yeah,
We
no,
do.
the Kush is nice. The Kush
not
is
bad.
nice.
We gotta go there.
It's not
When you
bad.
have to go and get multiple half ounces, it's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you're smoking in like the Cali Kush.
Man.
I mean,
White people out there like, why are you so serious?
because I haven't found the Kush yet.
Right.
You know? Like,
You need to loosen up.
right, man.
Can you direct me to the nearest Kush shop? That's what I'm telling them.
Right.
But
please.
they're damn near on every corner out
Yeah,
there.
dog.
There's a lot of
Yeah, you feel me?
dispensaries.
It's just about finding the right one.
Right.
Luckily, we just or who knows? It might all be great. We just got blessed.
We
when
just
went.
we just picked the one that had 5 stars on the fucking Google.
Yeah,
Creating relationships.
I need 5.
For real. I might have, we definitely gonna do that.
We might have to just take a trip just to network out there.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm network for
Yo.
Buddy Jane. We got shit. We got work to do.
oh shit.
Also, wanted to touch on. Did anyone catch the Dave Chappelle special, the newest one? The
Yes.
latest one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. How do you guys feel about like the latest like backlash he's been receiving over it? Like, because apparently since it
I
got
got this.
dropped, like at first you didn't think it was gonna happen. I know. I know that's how I felt. I was like, damn. I wonder if he's gonna get like anything for this, because just the way the world is right now, like that cancel culture shit is kind of like
Yeah.
a real thing right now.
I
Like,
feel that.
And so this whole week, bro, you just been seeing nothing but shit. Like, or it's been like 2 weeks or probably like a week and a half. I don't
Yeah,
know.
something like that.
And I'm like, damn. So I'm like, how do y'all feel about that? Like, because it seems like
I'm
everyone's
gonna go ahead
talking.
and say this.
It seems
Dave
like everyone-
Chappelle, the GOAT,
Right.
nigga.
He can't get canceled. But
Damn.
he wasn't telling a lie during his whole thing. Okay.
think- and not
the
just
best
that.
example was Jon Gruden. And that's some sports stuff I want to get into. But yeah, man, that whole thing with the Raiders coach, that kind of was the example that Dave was talking about. Because he was making racial comments, and the team was going to back him until they came out with other emails of him going against the LGBTQ community. And that's when they were like, all right, we got to release you, this, that, and the third. So it's like, I mean, people don't understand it because they don't want to see what he was really, or they just don't know what he's talking about.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that was a really good example.
Right.
What are the chances that 90% of those comments or that backlash came from California?
Like 100%.
Who knows?
Right. And
Maybe, you might be right.
I'll be one to say it, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people are thinking it, but nobody wants to say it. People in California are just too sensitive
Man.
about everything. You know what I mean? I think it's I contribute that to one of the reasons why California is in so much debt. Because there's a program and an organization to battle everything.
Man.
You know what I mean? From
They took the
pets
fight out
to
of us, man.
From the pets to the
LGBTQ.
Yeah, you good.
You're good.
But I mean,
Say it, we
you know
got you.
that, and I mean, there's a, you know what I mean? There's everything is a fight, and it's like,
Man.
come on, dude. You know,
It almost feels like
It fucking sucks.
it almost feels like humans can't be human, bro.
Not
if that
anymore.
makes sense.
you can't be anything in California.
Not
Everybody's
just even
too
in Cali
sensitive.
though.
No,
like,
but yeah, there's
you know?
other states like us though.
You
Man.
can't have your own belief. And I know it seems like a utopia for people of mixed genders
Right.
and mixed,
lot of
organizations.
diversity.
A lot of diversity, right? And that's true. But if you look at it, California is still very sectioned off. You know what I mean? With its communities from, Koreatown or, where, you might find Asians, Russians, Black, it's still very sectioned off. And it's like, dude, people are so sensitive. You
Man.
can't say anything. And I'm going to give you this example.
Go for it.
And this is only because this is an example of something that I did, right? my own situation. So, you know, in the olden days, you know, I'm not that young anymore, but
In the olden days.
Yeah.
Golden days.
So, you know, you pay a
Selfless
you know,
promo.
you pay a lady a compliment, you know. Hey, how you doing? You
Right.
know, that's a nice dress you got on. You know what I mean? Nothing offensive or anything like that. But I actually approached this lady, having that in my head because it was the whole, you know, Me Too movement at the time. I said, "Hi, ma'am, how you doing?" You know, I said, "Hey, how do you take compliments?" And she looked at me weird. A blonde lady, very nice looking, older, was probably close to 60. And she says, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, you know, I don't want to be disrespectful." I said, "But I wanted to pay you a compliment, but you know, you really can't say much these days." I said, and I just wanted to know, how do you take your compliments? She said, "Oh, I'm fine." You know, I told her, "Oh, you have, you know, very beautiful eyes," or whatnot. And she was like, "Oh, thank you." You know, just opened up like a flower, you know,
Right.
just happy, and held a conversation for a while and everything. And I was like, you know, I'm sorry about the whole thing, but you never know who you're talking to.
Right.
So I had to, you know, she says, "That's a shame, isn't it? That you have to go to those lengths just to, you know, pay a compliment these days." And I said, "You know what? I agree. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, people are way too sensitive these days. Everybody is human. Everybody gets to have an opinion. And I'm not saying that your opinion has to, you know, you have to use that opinion to trample over somebody else's beliefs.
Right.
Right? But everybody gets an opinion. Everybody gets their say-so. Because when the tables are turned and it's you
would
want to be heard.
Right. I think you would want that same respect. And,
Exactly.
And
You want the
reciprocation or whatever. you
Right.
know?
You want that same respect. Exactly. So, I mean, that's what kind of where I'm at with it, man. I'm like, I don't have anything against you. At the end of the day, you're the one that has to answer for, you know, the things that you believe in. You're the one that has to be okay with the consequences, you know, whatever they may be, you know, for your opinions and your beliefs.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So, do you, but just don't, you know what I'm saying?
Just don't do you. No,
Just
I'm
don't insist that everyone has to agree with your
Right.
opinion.
Yeah. Don't project that energy onto someone else. Like, 'cause that's not
Exactly.
right either, you know? Like,
Exactly. I got my opinions, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not pushing that off on somebody.
Right.
You got a right to do and believe what you want.
yeah, no, I definitely feel that. I just thought it was a pretty intense weekend. Like, damn, they were trying to tell Netflix to take its special down.
Yeah.
You heard a bunch of
Netflix
different.
laughed.
You heard a bunch of different, like, I heard a bunch of different radio personalities speak on it, and it's just like, man, like, it displays just like we are definitely living in some different times right now, where it's like you can't even. Well, in Dave Chappelle's situation, I don't want to speak for him, but it's like, you know, I feel like in his shoes, that's how he was trying to pay homage to a friend of his. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they took it totally like the wrong way and try to make him feel like
But he's got
it
the
was
right
disrespectful.
idea. He's got the right idea. They're going to take it how they're going to take it. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter what you say, how you say it. Everyone's response is going to depend on where they grew up, how they grew up, their environment. And that's the thing that you have to expect. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And yeah, I just thought that was pretty interesting. I just wanted to see what your thoughts on that, like how you guys felt. But I see where we are where we're all at with that. So yeah, moving forward to more positive things. Let's get into some sports with Scoobs.
Sheesh. Yeah, no, let's get into some positive shit. The Dodgers win the playoffs.
Dodgers.
God damn.
Game 5.
Exactly.
Game 5.
Slots
Man.
back. Slots back.
It's about to turn on. Hey, you know what? Before you get into the Gruden shit, you know they looking at Byron Leftwich.
Yeah, let's taking that over.
Ooh shit. Ooh shit.
That means Tampa's losing somebody. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh shit.
Bye.
But yeah, fuck that. The Dodgers are in the playoffs. We're still battling it out.
Dodgers.
That's good. Lakers are coming soon. Be careful. Be careful. Everyone's healthy. If everyone can stay healthy, man. Because you know what? Kyrie doesn't even want to go. Well, he's given a tough option with the Nets.
Is it an option?
That's how
Everybody's
the
got
owner
the
sees it, I
vaccine,
guess. That's what. Yeah, I mean, that's how the owner sees it, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I think it's kind of fuck. I don't want to take over Sports with Scoop. I think that's fucked up how they're doing Kyrie, bro, making him seem like he's some fucking selfish ass dude. Like, that is complete bullshit. Like, come on, man. This man, I think, explained himself pretty well on his IG live video. That I don't know if anyone saw that, but I caught a little bit of it. It was like an 11-minute. I didn't watch it all, but I caught a good amount of it. It's like, this man, he's literally just stating like
why he's
I
not
don't
vaxxed.
think I don't think he did it in a disrespectful way. I mean, shit, he has that right. Like, what the fuck? And then it's just like, man, I don't know. It's crazy how they're doing him and how they're trying to depict him. I feel
As a selfish player, this, that, and the third.
it's like, come on, bro.
Because I seen Stephen A. going off about it. Like, this is the dumbest thing I've heard, a player doing. Like, why are you gonna, play the good guy to get KD and James Harden here, but then want to be the bad guy and the selfish person by not getting vaccinated and being able to play? Like,
bro, it's like if
it's
you
not
ever-
even that narrative, like,
Right.
Man.
It's not.
Why are you taking it there?
But since it is that, but
He's
since-
making it, yeah.
Yeah, but since you want to make it like that, it's not even that, bro. Kyrie's looking at it like, yo, fuck basketball. Like, if you think about that shit, like, this is my life. Like, this is my life. You guys
My
trying-
livelihood at that.
Well,
I get paid here.
the basketball shit is his livelihood, but it's like if that's gonna come between him and the check, I think he's obviously showing, bro. I'm gonna stick to me. I'll figure it
Right.
out.
I'm good without the check. Yeah.
And it's like, what? Like, that's the bigger
mean-
picture right there. He's just basically trying to make a stand. I think like, fuck that. Like, I shouldn't have to do this.
They're
I'll play all the away games.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the loophole to
Fuck
it.
all y'all. Like, you
I mean,
know?
they're making it like, yo,
They're
you're
not going to
being a
allow
fuck-
him to do that.
Yeah.
Whoa,
That's fucked up.
what?
They're
That's
like,
even more fucked
I
up.
didn't even
see,
read
that's
that
the
part.
thing.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
like,
that
they're
manipulative bullshit right there.
they're making it like, oh, it's about the team, but loosely coded. Do you hear instead, we own you? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Not even that, but if it was about the team, why isn't the team speaking out about it? Like in an outrage? Because they seem to understand Kyrie is more of what I'm trying to get
Well,
at.
apparently everybody else
Man.
has got the vaccine.
Right.
Apparently they're all ready to go. They
Right.
But they respect his
Right.
opinion on not getting it, is what I'm trying to say. Like, they understand who they're playing with.
Man, hopefully,
It's
you know.
just, it seems like he's just getting blackballed by
It
the league.
is, and that's kind of fucked
You know
up.
what I mean?
Because I barely caught a glimpse of that today, and like, I started looking at the shit, like the video and everything. I was like, man, like, what the hell? Like, it's crazy. Like, I wasn't really tapped in with that story until recently, and I was like, damn, that's fucked
Who's
up.
that sound like, though?
That sounds like Magic Johnson right there.
No, who's that sound
What
like?
do you mean?
Well, because he was with this whole HIV scare and this, that, and the third. People
San
were
Francisco,
scared of playing with
number
him.
7,
Number 7, San Francisco, number 7.
football player.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Don't it sound like Cap?
Haha,
Sounds like that.
But But I was
That's
saying
why-
more of the blackballed shit was. I was thinking more like Magic because he was forced
Yeah.
to leave the league also with his
Right.
thing. And his
Right.
yeah,
That's
You know,
different. I feel like it's kind of different.
But yeah, no, it is.
You know
But it's
what I
just
mean?
it's a big star that's being casted out. Is what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say. Like,
Yeah,
there's,
right.
it's definitely two completely different spectrums.
Right.
So hold
spectrum.
up. Since
Versus something you could catch for life.
Yeah.
And
Right.
be like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Let's talk.
But man, it's just- it just felt
let's get on that
wild.
really quick since we on that because
Right.
that's crazy. It's like, or I don't know if crazy is the right word, but it's like, think about that shit.
Yeah,
like,
watch your words nowadays.
think
dude.
about that shit. Magic was able to play
shit.
with AIDS, bro. Like,
HIV.
I mean, HIV. My
Yeah.
bad. HIV, and it's like, you're not even gonna let Kyrie play for not taking a fucking shot.
on
Right.
something you. Yeah, no.
That's on something that's not even proven to be 100% effective,
Right.
and you trying
people
to
are still getting sick off. Yeah.
bro, like you have no leverage with this.
Right.
It just seems like a manipulative play, and it's kind of, I think it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up.
Excuse my language, I cuss a lot.
agree.
Sorry.
I
No,
agree.
you're good.
See, I cuss a lot. You were worried about
agree.
saying one word. I'm over here
Well, I
cussing
mean,
in every
like I
sentence.
said,
You just hyped up
I'm
a little
always
bit.
I'm always in several rooms, and those rooms aren't always real rooms. So it's like you kind of gotta, be a chameleon. Change your stripes every once in a while.
You know, I feel that. But no, we good.
Damn. Fuck, move on. That's one you got 4 left. I'm telling you.
Fuck. Yeah, I like that. Use all 4 of them tonight.
Right. Well, fuck it.
Oh shit. But yeah, let's get into the whole Jon Gruden topic, man.
Damn.
Because I'm a Raider fan and this shit was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But now there's rumors of them even trying to move on from Carr.
What? Because he said he has respect for him still, and that was his
Man.
coach.
Yeah.
That's that shit.
That's what I had text Flat last night because we had a fantasy trade go and this and the third. He wanted Henry Ruggs from me. I was like, well, I'll keep him until they get rid of Derek Carr because then he has to work with a backup quarterback that probably is not going to be the best chemistry. You know what I mean? So that was that because that's when I read it was last night. They're thinking of moving on.
That's trash.
Damn.
Man.
They're gonna pick apart this whole team.
They're trying to.
I mean, I thought it was their thing to stick with you until the end. Hire all the retirees and
Right, and then
play
hey,
you
we'll
until
let
you
you
can't
go.
play.
Facts.
Man, I'm seriously nervous if any of us ever get famous, we're gonna have to clear our motherfucking social media, Twitter accounts
telling you, man.
from our first tweets when we were like in high school type shit. Because it seems like that's what's going on. People are having
They're digging.
They're
yeah.
finding the time to dig on certain people.
Well, not even this, but the whole Jon Gruden thing came from a search of the Washington Football Club.
Right, that was a deeper.
That's the thing. And they
I heard
ended up
about
finding,
that shit.
Yeah.
That was some wild
Yeah.
shit.
What'd I
That
say?
was
You can't
more
say
grimy
anything.
shit.
Yeah, no. Well, not even that, but it was just the shit he was saying. I don't think anybody really should
Oh
be
my
saying.
God! When he was 16, he went into the nude or something. It's like, come on.
But not just that. Did you hear about the photos of the? Did you hear about the cheerleaders from the Washington?
Oh, nah. What's going on with their cheerleaders?
That was part of that Washington shit that got exploited. Like in those emails, they had, I think, forced some of the cheerleaders a while back to go on a deserted island and take photographs.
Oh, shit.
Half naked or fully nude. I don't remember what exactly.
Oh,
but
shit.
No.
Just
But I think
Washington
he
in
got
general,
those
the
photos
team.
and they were in the emails.
Oh,
They
Dan
forwarded it.
Snyder. Dan Snyder.
I don't know
Dan
who it
Snyder, I don't
was,
know if
but
it was him.
they talked about
That
that,
sounds
shit
like
too.
some blackmail stuff. We're gonna set you up, so in
Hey.
case you ever try to do an tell
Right.
all book,
You
then we
can't
got
do
something
it.
on you.
Bro.
You got a little get a little dirty to get.
Hey, it's a
get
foul
clean.
game, man.
It's a foul game.
I'm about to
Oh
start
my
cleaning up my
God.
Twitter like right now.
But I'm gonna tell you,
Whatever I
man,
can
that's
load
the
up.
industry. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at it. Look,
Hold on, I'm gonna step out real quick.
even you know what I'm saying. Even courts expunge records. I mean,
Right.
come on.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what I
that is
mean?
true.
Can't live with this stuff for the rest of
At
your
all.
life, dude.
At all.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
It's
Because
crazy.
but you know.
You did when you was,
Something right.
but a boy.
Well, no, he wasn't but a boy. He was a grown man still.
I mean, he was a grown man, but you get what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
people
yeah.
are digging for stuff in the past. It's like your whole mindset is different.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I've grown. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Half the people who are having problems with it are the same people
That
who have
still
also
have
had
the
some
problems.
issues and wouldn't want them digging in their personal life.
Right.
Yep.
You get it?
I feel you.
Come on, man.
Not even that, but yo, Jacksonville head coach, that man has been on a tirade, I guess, or he's been on the hot seat for something he did a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago.
Jacksonville's coach?
Yeah,
For football?
he was caught in the casinos gambling, this, that, and the third.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like first off, you can't do that because
You can't even gamble?
You can't be like.
Oh, what type of gambling was he doing?
He let the team go back to Jacksonville and he stayed. Type of deal.
Was he off the clock?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Are
Can you?
Are you
I
ever
thought,
off
I
the
thought
clock?
you were. I was about to say, are you off the clock? Yeah.
You always
I mean-
coach when they call, right? Or
Yeah.
Or is off the clock when you actually, you came with the team, you go back with the team,
and then you're off the clock. That
Damn.
sounds more like when you're off the clock.
Right.
Because you're technically home. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know.
I knew somebody. No, I knew somebody else who was, he was a firefighter or a medic or something like that. And, was in the casino, and okay, yeah, but dude, don't you're not off the clock. Or
Oh,
are you?
shit.
But you can't be in your uniform either.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
And I'm pretty sure he was wearing a hat
Postal
that
people
said
go
Jackson.
to the store in their uniforms all the time. They get off work to go to the store.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Right,
no,
on
true.
the way home type thing. So it begs the question, are you still on the clock
Damn.
in uniform? You get what I'm saying?
Maybe you are.
Mm.
But I think when it comes to the coach thing, that's a little hard to distinguish, like, if you're on or off the clock. Because like I said, aren't you coach 24/7 if one of your players call you? Or
Except for the off season.
aren't you responsible for those players, like, Loki?
Yeah,
You're
no,
like
you
their
are.
overseer.
Yeah. But also, I mean, to be
Am I wrong
fair,
for- am I wrong for
playing
thinking that?
devil's advocate, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
If you are a coach or if you're in the industry and stuff like that, you do understand that whatever you do, even on your off time, right, in public eyes, will catch up with you. You know what I mean? You're a part of this team. You're a part of this organization. So you know the deal. You get what I mean?
Right.
Even though you're a player, you're off the clock, it still affects your
Your image.
your image with with the team and the organization or whatever, because that counts. So I mean, maybe it was something like that. Just So it's half and half. You know the deal, then do what you're supposed to do.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, come on, dude. kids. You know what I'm saying? Little
'cause
stuff. Come on.
I feel like if he
he has
wasn't
to go-
even near the sports book or anything like that, let the man gamble.
Yeah, he's still
Bro.
human.
You know what I mean?
He still, he wants to throw 20 on black.
Right. Now, he was playing roulette, man. What's the deal?
Man.
Can't even let him just throw away his money.
But that's what I'm
Right.
saying, man. Like in this day and age, you can't even be human, bro. You
Yeah.
can't. You can't even. You can't even make. You can't even be sorry for your mistakes from 10 years ago, bro. Because these motherfuckers are just gonna see what's on paper or what's on black and white right there and be like, "Damn, you did this shit. Fuck you, bro. Like, fuck you." They're not even gonna consider like that you're not the
I've
same person from
grown.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I
no.
mean, and don't get me wrong. You try to give people the benefit of the doubt, right? Like. Maybe that guy was a shitty person back then or whatever, but it's like, bro, that's 10 years ago.
Right.
Like that's like Kevin Hart and shit.
Yeah.
Like low key, remember when what was the award show he was trying to host?
The Oscars?
Was it the
probably.
Oscars or the
Oscars or something
Emmys?
like
or I don't know.
Something
it was
like
a
that.
big one. It must have
Yeah.
been the Oscars. The Oscars is a bigger platform, right?
Right.
I'm tripping, yeah. Like, bro, what happened with him? Didn't they do some similar shit like that where they pulled a fucking old tweet or some shit? And bro, he lost that gig so quick, bro. That's cold. Like that, I remember that him saying like that was one of the awards that he always wanted to host, and bro, they straight took that away from him just from a tweet from like a couple years ago.
ago,
Like
yeah.
that's kind of foul, man.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, it's the industry, dude.
Man.
I mean, if you're gonna be in the industry, you know what it is. You got to play ball.
yeah, I guess you're
You know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, that's
it's
just
tough
it.
out here. Hopefully you got a good motherfucking team, good agent, good
Yeah.
motherfucking
Good
lawyers,
lawyer.
man. Like,
'Cause it's like,
good lawyer.
yeah.
For real though, fuck, lawyer up.
You see the people who
God
are
damn.
supposedly real, right?
Man.
Who say things and they don't get in trouble or whatever. Well, you know what? Everything is on a scale. You know what I mean? And it's like whoever you are and what you said, it's even if it's in the industry, it's what has been accepted or approved.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because it's not the same rules for everybody. A comedian won't get the same, back flag that a NBA basketball player will.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's different. So it's what's accepted and what's not. But you're still in the industry, and you got to realize there are rules to this shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Be ready.
Yeah, no, please.
Be
Yeah,
ready.
come on, man. You're the
Be ready.
Jacksonville
Yeah.
Jaguars. They booty anyway. You need to be,
Just
you
stay
need to be-
home. No
bro,
one wants to
stay
see you
home.
outside.
Be in the lab. You need to work 2 times as hard, nigga.
Right.
Fuck. Stop gambling.
And if
Hope,
you, yeah,
man. Yeah, whatever.
bruh.
Hope none of us get canceled for this conversation. No, I'm just playing.
Nah, none of us
No, I'm
can.
just playing. I'm just playing.
Editing.
Thank you, Obi-Wan.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I mean, nah, I'm just kidding.
But shit, that was really my sports for the week because those 2 topics were just, I was like, God damn,
Like the
that's-
major ones.
How the fuck does this really happen? Like,
Yeah, man.
what's going on over here?
It
Who's in
happens
charge
in
of what?
It happens in 2021.
Right,
That's
right,
the book right there.
right. Yeah,
Fuck, that's crazy.
that's also the book title. But fuck it. Outside of that, Dan, let's get into some music, man.
Yeah, man. Let's get into some music real quick.
Music.
So we can
Brum, brum, brum.
talk to
Right.
our guests.
You better be careful what you say.
Hey,
Let's
man.
do it.
Hey, let me start it off with the latest single I dropped with Lenny. I know I announced it yesterday. I mean last week. But make sure you guys check out and support Built for this. It's on Bandcamp.
Yes, sir.
It's on the Dan Ganja Bandcamp page. It's supported by Underground Hip Hop Blog on their YouTube channel. So shout out to everyone supporting. It might be on all DSP soon. We'll let you guys know about that. Shout out to Lenny. Shout out to Not a Thing. Organized Crime was here last week, so it's love. Shout out to them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think they dropped some new shit too recently,
Yes, they
right? What was
did.
the name of their music video? I wrote it down. I wrote it down. but-
Honestly, I got too high. But it was God damn,
I got it.
it
Hold
came
on.
out this past Tuesday. I know
yeah,
that.
no. Let me get it real quick. Hold up. Forgive me, man. My bad.
Sorry about
Amigos.
that. Yo,
The Amigos.
my man.
So yeah, shout out to Organized Crime. They dropped some new heat, new music video. Check that out.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Noah
sir.
James and Nug Live dropped some new shit. They just dropped a music video for their song Mirror Mirror. That's on Noah James' YouTube channel. Shout out to Brick to Your Face, everybody over there. It's love. Shout out Nug Life too. I'm still waiting for that Nug Life Noises collab. What's popping with that?
Man, it's happening, bro. It's in
Alright.
the works.
All right,
Don't
need
worry.
that.
Don't worry about it. It's gonna happen.
we need that.
Yes, sir.
I spoke on Wiki. He's an artist. I forgot where he's from. Fuck. But I had mentioned him last week. He had an Earl feature that he dropped. He dropped his project. It's called Half God. Actually was really dope. I really liked that album. I was listening to it one night and had me up and just kind of like it was a dope vibe, man. So that new Wiki project's dope. He got some dope features on there. Navy Blue's on there. Earl's on there. And yeah, so just tap in with that shit. If you're not familiar, definitely I recommend that. I was talking about that new Don Toliver. He dropped his Life of a Don, bro.
Hey, this nigga Dan.
That's my guilty pleasure, bro.
This nigga Dan been on the Toliver lately.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I liked it. Like me,
But now you love it. Yeah.
bro. Like me, everyone. If you know me, you know I'm big on that like '90s like golden era of rap, hip hop, whatever. But it's like I appreciate the new shit too. Like I'm one to hear. I'm open to listen to it, you know, and see if I even fuck with it. But yeah, I was like actually liking this shit. I was like, I'm not mad at that shit. I can see what Travis Scott did. Like that's a smart motherfucker for signing that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Cactus Jack. Shout out to yeah.
That's baby Travis right there.
That's Travis 2.0, bro.
Baby Travis.
No, not even trying to discredit him. Like that was a dope project. I liked it. I recommend checking it out. I know he dropped a music video for one of the songs called Flocky Flocky. With Travis Scott, so check that out. And then he dropped the music video for Way Bigger last week. I missed it. I wasn't really tapped in. But that's actually one of my favorite songs on the album. So I'm like, yeah, check that shit out. That shit fire. And yeah, what else? Alchemist, I was finally able to really hear the Alchemist, This Thing of Ours too. I mentioned it last week, but it came out last week, but I heard it. Bro, really glad to hear Bruiser Brigade on that motherfucker. Danny Brown, J.U.S., Bruiser Wolf, Z Loopers had a feature of his own on the project. Who else was on that shit? I think Mavi was on it. Hey, it was a dope project, man. Shout out to Alchemist. He's been consistent all year. Like that's one of my favorites. So shout out to Alchemist. Mike was on there too. I just started tapping in with that rapper Mike. I wasn't familiar with him. Man, I've been sleeping.
So it's the first time you've heard of him then?
First time I heard of him on an Alchemist beat. But I heard his last project, Mike. His last project was called Disco.
Okay.
Check it out if you haven't. Definitely like it has that. They're calling it like an abstract hip hop. It's like if you're familiar with Earl Sweatshirt, that's the vibe right there. Like that's what that genre is basically. That's what they're calling it. Like at first they were trying to call it lo-fi, but that's not really lo-fi. That's not lo-fi music right there. Like what Earl makes and Mavi. If you're familiar with those artists, Navy Blue, that's not lo-fi. Like so I don't know if they have a distinct genre for that, but it's definitely like a hip hop. It's still hip hop rap, but it's like it's its own lane, its own sound, and you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, tap in with that shit. This Thing of Ours too. Shout out to Alchemist and yeah, like we said, that new Noises project's on the way. That's coming before the year's over.
Yes, sir.
So tap in and yeah, that's all I got for music this week, man.
All right, well then shit, let's get into our guest, Issa, man.
Issa, make some motherfucking.
Thank you for pulling up. Thank you for pulling up, man.
Absolutely, man. Anytime.
So let's just get it started. I guess the safest way to introduce you is as an entrepreneur.
Correct.
Would that be okay? Now, let's talk about the mindset you have to do it, you know, the entrepreneurial way. Because we got into it kind of yesterday and stuff like that.
Right.
So, would you say it's best to pay for your help or to try to do it your own way when you start off?
When you start off,
because not everybody. Go ahead.
Right, a lot of entrepreneurs start out by reading a lot. You know, you can have, there's all type of mentorship, and one of them is indirect mentorship. And that's where you get your books and you're doing your reading and, you watch podcasts and you watch, all of these things and take in all the information. And then, once you do all that, it's like, you rise to the next level. And it's one of those things where you like an artist, you feel when you need to move to the next level. And so that's when, you might want to, start paying for a course here or there, paying for some information or whatnot. It might start at, $100 or $35 or whatever for an ebook or something. And then you'll sign up for a webinar or something like that. And then the webinar take you to, it's like these rooms, these doors, right? And the doors are opening up and you get into the first room. And then there's a bunch of people there, and you network with those people. And then once you do all of that, then you're in the next level. Okay, I need to move to the next step now. You know what I'm saying? It's like being an employee. You know what I mean? You come in at entry level, you learn that position or whatnot, and then you have aspirations to move on. You move to a trainee or something like that. Maybe a lead or a manager, and you get into the corporate and all, and then you go up and up and up and up and up. And with each level, you are gaining a different level of knowledge. You get what I mean?
Right.
And to be honest, like in the entrepreneurial space, it's kind of like an employee. If you're moved to the next level, it's hard to stay at that same level and be around those same people. You know what I mean? Right. Now you got manager knowledge. Now you're thinking way above everybody else, and everybody's looking at you like, well, you think you so good. Right. You know what I'm saying? What makes you so special, right? So, and that's kind of what we talked about early on. Like, you have to start cutting relationships and making choices. You get what I mean? And that's the thing. And in the entrepreneurial space, it's not like you totally disconnect with people, but moving to that next level requires you to be among people who have a higher knowledge than you.
Yeah, definitely.
You get what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
And that's kind of the way it goes. So, entrepreneurship is a sport like any other. You know what I mean? It's just a sport of business, and learning more and getting as much knowledge as you can. And that's how it goes.
Okay. Would you say it's for the weak of heart? Like, could the weak, not even the weak, but like those that, may have self-doubt and stuff like that, would it be something for them to venture into? Or would you just recommend they get the employee role?
It's not for the faint of heart because there's a little thing called professionalism. You get in some of these chat rooms and, people who are what we call lay people, right? The average person or whatever who hasn't owned a business, an entire business where you have to be responsible for things like accounting and, bookkeeping and all that kind of stuff. Those things are things that come with it. And so if you're not a professional person and you get in these chat rooms and you just start complaining about everything, you kind of show where your mental is right there. Yep. And people kind of know who you are and what you're about. And if you're not about the end result, which is the customer and providing a service, right, then you may be cast as an unprofessional person. You get what I'm saying? And you don't want to do that because now you're cutting your own neck. Right. And and the benefits that come with being a professional, not getting mad or upset about every single little thing. You know what I mean? And that, if you're in the right mind state to play the game, then you move forward, and sometimes you move fast. You know what I mean? Sometimes you move slower, but these are all things that you have to learn. And that's why a lot of the mentors are older people who have lived a little, but more importantly, have experience in the space. You get what I mean? And the whole reason that part of the reason, I won't say the whole reason, part of the reason that you pay for the education is kind of to show how serious you are. Because you might pay for, you have aspirations to be an entrepreneur. You have aspirations to learn all of these things that come with whatever your space is, whether you're into, detailing or whether you're into art or whether you're into whatever it is, right? A small part of the reason that you pay is to show how serious you are about gaining this knowledge. Because people at that level, you have to understand, are serious about their time. Time is something you don't get back. Money will always be there. Money is a tool. So it'll always be there. You can always make more money, but you can't make more time. It just doesn't happen.
I just felt like that coin needed to be there.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I definitely understand what you're saying.
So that's one of the things. That's why you pay. You're essentially paying for somebody's time. And once, like I said, when you get into knowing like the real meaty, things that you need to know, none of those people are going to waste their time on you if you aren't serious. So it's a way, in effect, to know how serious you are.
Question. Do you think it's necessary for like every entrepreneur to like pay for that knowledge rather than, well, I mean, I guess they are still paying for the knowledge. Like, let's say you get like a self-taught entrepreneur, someone that's never, took a course, or someone that never really invested that time, like you said, but they just stumbled upon, but they just happened to create like something and made a business of it. Like, do you think it's necessary to like go to school and like for every entrepreneur, or do you think like everybody kind of has like, I mean, their own way of kind of making it happen, I guess?
Okay, I'm gonna say two things to you. One is very heavy. Okay, and that thing is you don't pay to start, you pay to move. Okay, no, college and school isn't for everybody, but some people have the personality where they need that, and then some are self-starters, and so those are probably the people that you're referring to.
Right. Yeah. It's just a general question. Yeah.
I'm a self-starter. I love to read. I love knowledge. I try to pick up on everything that I can. I love being around people, in general, and seeing what what you can contribute. And it doesn't matter who it is, not to me, and not to most entrepreneurs, because an entrepreneur is a learner.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I can learn from a baby. You get what I'm saying? And I'll show you how. Like this hit me really hard when I heard this guy say this. One of the guys on the platform, he says, I hate when people say they're not good salesmen, they're not good negotiators. He says a baby negotiates all the time. He says a baby cries for whatever he wants. That's his negotiation.
Right.
And if he doesn't get it, he's going to cry louder. He's going to do something else. He's going to show out or whatever until he gets what he wants. Well, it's a negotiation. You get what I'm saying? You're either going to give it to him or not.
Right.
But there are terms there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's a baby.
The boundaries have been set.
Right. But if you think about it,
right. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, dude, you've been negotiating since you've been born. What are you talking about? You can't negotiate.
You can't, yeah. Oh,
you've been selling it since you've been born.
Right.
What do you mean you can't sell? Dude, entrepreneurship is all a mental game.
Definitely, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So you pick up tips where you can, and you don't shut anybody out. You don't, if you're one of those entrepreneurs who pretending like you don't need somebody, then you're doing yourself a disservice. You get what I'm saying? And you're wondering why you're not moving fast enough, or you're not moving in the direction that you need to move. It's probably because you're not open enough.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you got to be open to things.
So next question, partners, what do you look in for, like for that person? What are your qualities or things like that when it comes to your partners?
That's one of those things where people fail more often than not, because there are things that you think you know about a person that you really don't realize until something is introduced, another variable like money. And that's why a lot of best friends, they grew up together, they went to school together, and then, they got into business together thinking it was going to be the same thing, and then they turn on them.
Right.
Well, you don't know somebody until you know them. And so my recommendation with that is like just to put everything in writing. But when you're looking for somebody to be a partner with, you want to look for somebody who has similar goals, similar drives, similar motivation. And you put everything else in black and white.
Right.
And you do it that way, because if it's in black and white, that's a bond there.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? And then you put you set up your your securities from there, and that contract is one of those securities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Banking, how you do your banking, how you do your your outside activities and things like that.
Right.
But the main thing is, hey, are we on the same page? Do we want the same things? And that when you're vetting somebody, those are conversations that you have to have.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter the industry. Music is the same way, Bands split up.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All the time. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because one wants to pull some way and one has to pull another. And the other thing, excuse me, the other reason you have to have those conversations is because you are allowed to change your mind about things. And you will, because your situation is going to be different. Your growth is different. You know what I mean? I had a kid. My partner may not have a kid. Well, my kid is not his problem. You get what I'm saying? So there may be things that change, and those conversations again have to be had. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And if you have to split up, it's great to do it on amicable terms.
I agree. And it's unfortunate because like everything you're saying is spot on because you know from experience I've had my fair share of like fallouts and unfortunately it's mainly business related, you know, just either because just miscommunication or just people weren't holding their end of the deal, whatever the case is. It's like it's unfortunate when you can't separate
Absolutely.
the relationship that you have built, whether it's however long. Like there's still like I believe in always still keeping some type of boundary, like some type of boundaries and respect, you know. And like if it's, I don't think it's ever that serious. If we can't work together, that's fine. I still wish you the best, you know. It doesn't have to be with me. Like there's plenty other people we can work with, you know what I'm saying? But like you said, I think as long as you end on pretty good terms, like, you know,
Right.
It's love, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how it's enough for everyone.
Right. You
know
still
what I'm
come
saying?
back and work
exactly,
together.
you know what I'm saying?
I mean?
Fuck yeah.
Why would you know what I'm saying? The things, the reasons that you cut someone off have to be strong reasons.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Because you never know who knows who and who's who in the world and stuff like that. You know, you may make a rash decision and cut somebody off, and you know you may have to come back to them, and that's a situation that's worse.
Man.
You get what I mean? Where you have to come back and it seems like, oh, now I got to grovel. You know what I mean? Something like that. You don't want to be in somebody's pocket.
Man.
You get what I mean? So you end on good terms. So to answer your question directly, the things that I look for, number one, are character. And the main thing is communication. If you can't, communicate, and that I say that because it involves a lot from, communication about, hey, if you changed your mind, if you want to go a different direction, but also it spikes into your partner telling you everything about the business. You get what I'm saying? And being communicative about that, because you don't want, another person, I just had this conversation. You don't want another person to feel like, oh, I don't know anything. You get what I mean? So there are things like that. You know what I mean? Communication and characters are the main things that I look for. Everything else is black and white. Some paper.
The 2 C's and a contract. So 3 C's. All right. Hey, you got to be willing to sign that contract then. Okay.
CC.
But that's kind of the end thing.
Right,
You know,
right.
you don't sign a contract and then have the conversations.
No, you have the
You
conversation
have
in
the
the contract.
conversations first. Hey, where are we
Because
going?
how do you
What are
write
we
the
doing?
contract if you don't talk it? Yeah.
Exactly. Because those are the terms, and you want those terms to be solid. You know what I mean? You don't want to leave gray area in your
Yeah,
contract.
like no
if
blurred
you don't-
lines.
Yeah, if you don't, if you can at all help it. You get what I mean?
You know, I feel you.
So moving forward about your own personal endeavors in this entrepreneurial zone.
Yes, sir.
Valley Printing.
Valley
that-
screening
ooh,
printing. Go ahead.
No, I was like, was that your first, or what
No.
was your first jump into this?
What was your first
lifestyle?
entrepreneurship?
Yeah.
Entrepreneur. Or onshore. Well, how do you say it?
Well,
There's
if
a
we
term.
want to, entrepreneur.
There you go. What was your first entrepreneur?
If you want to be like all the way from the beginning, I started out with my brothers mowing lawns, and that was our thing.
Okay.
If we wanted extra money, my mom was always like, "Hey, you want something, you got to work for it." So, there was the I never had like a paper route or anything like that. Just started out mowing lawns, man.
Right.
My mom bought us a lawnmower, and we started out with the neighbors' lawns and just kind of expanded out like that. You know what I mean? And that's a good start
Just
for a
took
kid.
over the whole block. It was crazy.
It's a good start for a kid because
Right.
it's learning about working for something, working for what you want to have a responsibility
Man.
without having the added responsibilities of like taxes and setting up an
Right.
LLC and all this other
Right.
stuff. So you get your feet wet, and then again you start learning. You know what I mean? And if you want to learn more, then you start, hey, well, how can we get faster at this? How can we, you know what I mean, be more efficient? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So
Did you ever have a situation where you seen someone cutting grass and it was like, nah, you can't cut grass.
Not on
here.
this block.
This is where we cut the grass.
no. I mean, I
Gardener fights? No.
Hey, yo.
Hey,
I know
Hey,
about
yo.
those. I seen them.
no, we were
These my-
small.
hey,
Okay.
We were small.
These my lawns around this block. nigga.
Right. And
Don't
and
you
here's
come
the
around
thing.
here.
Here's the interesting
cut
thing,
your
though.
grass. No.
I grew up in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay.
shit.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. So in Oklahoma, most people cut their own grass. It's not like out here where you got everybody's got a garden. You know what I mean? I thought that was interesting. I was very interested in that when I came here. I was like, oh man, everybody's got a gardener here. You know what I mean? I mean, even though we stayed in an apartment, but I was like, everybody's got a gardener here. Like they don't cut their own grass.
You were already thinking about capitalizing on them. Like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna call my brothers. We're taking over.
They're laughing at me. We're laughing at them.
Right. Bring the lawnmowers over. Bring everything.
Who doesn't cut their own grass? Like, man, they must be really rich here.
Welcome to California.
Right. Psych. Exactly. So.
Oh
yeah,
shit,
man, there was no competition.
Okay.
Man, that's
so
funny.
then, how did you find your way to Valley Screen and Printing, right? Or
Right.
no?
Valley Screening and Graphics.
Wow, Screening and Graphics. There
Nice.
it is. I had to
Right.
clarify on that one.
That's your latest business.
Not my latest business.
Okay.
No, but Valley Screening and Graphics came about, and this is something me and School were talking about last night. Things coming to fruition and putting it in the universe and coming back to you. So a buddy of mine and I actually wanted to partner with this other guy who had his own business and in screening and stuff like that, and had his all set up, and he was established, and he's been doing it for years. And at the time, we were doing our own clothing line, and it's not the same partner here,
Right.
but we were doing our own clothing line, and so we were like, hey, it would be cool, it would be dope if we got in business with a screen printer. That way we could print our own stuff.
Right.
So, we did this whole business plan and presentation and everything to him, and he said no. And it was kind of like it was a fail, but it wasn't like I stopped wanting it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was still out there in the universe spinning around, and because I still wanted it, I believe, because I still wanted it, it came back around to me full circle, and it came back in about a year and a half, a couple years maybe. And so my buddy that I'm a partner with now calls me up and is like, hey, I know somebody who's selling a screening business. Like, you still want to get into that? Like, and I was like, yeah, man. Like, hey, set it up. So set up a meeting and all that kind of stuff, and negotiated the terms, and it was a win. So we ended up buying that in 2019.
Nice.
And that's how that came about.
Nice. Congrats on that.
Now,
Thank you.
what does that like? Okay, let me think about this shit. What stream does that pour into? Does it pour into like the pound for pound brand, or is that something completely different? Is that what you know what I'm saying? Because you're saying if we own one, then we can make our own stuff.
Right.
Did that lead to you in the pound for pound? Does that play into it at all, or?
It plays into it, sort of. We have done some items for pound out of the Valley Screening and Graphics.
Okay.
It's pound for excuse me. So pound for pound is
There's another project.
okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of projects. And let me just say this, because, entrepreneurs everywhere know this, or should know this if you're planning to get into that space, is that you're going to fail way more times than you're going to win. You just are. It's just a part of the lifestyle. You know what I mean? So there's associated risk in everything. So when I go into it, I try and, have the mindset. I always do a business plan. And I use a paper business plan always. I'll write everything down. How we're going to make money, what's going to be our expenditures, all of this stuff. I write it down. So I have a plan going in. And now I've learned not to go into a business where I am not absolutely sure of what I can contribute to the business. Because there's buying a business, and then there's buying a business and running a business.
Right.
You get what I mean? So I've had like a shit ton of jobs. Like, I'm not even embarrassed to say it, I said it before it's cool to say it. You get what I'm saying? I've had a lot of jobs. I've worn so many uniforms, you know what I mean? Fire uniform, military, and all these things, post office. You get what I'm saying? EMT, all this. Dude, I worked for several Fortune 500 companies, I mean, it's just, this is one of those things where when I was in school, I wasn't the smartest guy, or anything like that. But when I came from Oklahoma, the school systems are different, first of all. So when I came from Oklahoma into LA, it was just different. The learning was different. You know, back in Oklahoma, we weren't walking up and down to school. And this is high school. We're not walking up and down to schools cursing and, telling teachers off and all that kind of stuff. But when I got to California, boy, it was a whole different ball game.
Different beast over here.
Damn.
And so because the learning was different, I was taught a lot of different things that they don't even offer here in California. You get what I mean? I still have yet to see a home ec class. I mean, I'm sure they're here, but I never went to a school with that.
I did.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I learned that back in Oklahoma. I learned how to sew. I learned how to draw. You know what I mean? I learned so many things that I just didn't get here. So I'm glad, I'm very grateful for being, in Oklahoma where, what I'm saying, I got a chance to learn a lot of things and be in the space with a lot of different nationalities.
Oh, shit.
You get what I mean? So when I came here, they set me up at AP classes. I was like, what's AP?
Oh shit.
Advanced placement.
That's like, yeah, hey.
It's that hard shit. No,
I was like, yo, advanced placement for real? But they do it by testing.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, I got in all these AP classes and stuff, but like I said, I wasn't no A student. You know what I mean? I wasn't the smartest person there or none of that stuff. But I got my AP classes and stuff like that, and one I was failing was history.
Man.
But I finally passed that one and stuff. But when I got here, the classes that I did get, the classes that I did get were things like auto shop, wood shop, drafting, all of those things. You know what I'm saying? Every shop, you know what I'm saying, that I could take, I took it. And those things helped me out.
Yeah.
I still use like drafting, like we have to, when you get a business and stuff like that and you go for licensing and, you got to get the fire marshal to come in there and stuff like that. And they go, hey, draw us a floor plan of where everything is.
Right, like you got to know the square feet, everything,
Yeah,
like down to
all
the
of it.
T.
I-
Yeah.
dude,
Even for
literally-
like, I feel you.
Yeah. So when you say, and I'll granted, I'm going to go both ways on it. I'm straddle the fence on this one, okay? Because I want people to understand that even though there's a lot of things in school and people say, I ain't gonna use this when I get older. Like, we don't use this. There's a lot of things you're gonna use, right? It's just your mindset and how you're receiving it and what you decide to do with it. If you don't use it, it's because you don't want to use it, or you're not trying to use it, or you're not trying to develop, or you're not trying to go to the next space or whatever. But all of that stuff, depending on how you see it, you can use. You know what I'm saying? I got all the way to trigonometry, I think.
That's very high, sir.
Goddamn.
Or it was one of those. It was trig or maybe the next one or something like that. But
Yeah. Shout out to you. I stopped at algebra 2.
right, and I'm not an accountant, but
straight.
You get what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
A lot of the things that you learn in school, you do use. The geometry, I still use that. Shapes and
Shit like that.
measurements and all that shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't use history. I'm glad I passed that class. But a lot of those things you do use, it just depends on where you're looking. You know what I mean? I had music. We had we had a group in school. I sang. I can sing.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? I can still carry a
And
tune.
we got a studio here. It's
right. and I've done some studio work, right?
Okay.
Not so, in a not so distant past.
Oh shit.
So it's little things like that you may not think, but I would say to parents, like, just expose them to everything. They'll find it. You know what I mean? They'll find it. But so getting back, I get on the tangent.
So what was the school that you came into when you
Inglewood
came
High.
Okay.
Inglewood
High. So I got you went to Inglewood? Yeah. I got a lot of experience over there, man. My first fight, oh man, a lot of different things. So
man,
it's just
a lot of firsts. A lot of firsts.
right. But
The first to everything.
so while I was never the smartest or whatever. Oh, thank you. I was never the smartest or anything like that. I did get a lot of knowledge out of school, and I wasn't a school person. I'm still not a school person. It was too standardized for me. It was way too standardized for me. I didn't actually learn how I personally learned and absorbed and picked up information until I got out of school and I got tested. And I'm dyslexic, and that played a part because, like, at the job and stuff like that, I didn't understand why, I was missing stuff, you know what I'm saying, and how words like from and form could completely transform a paragraph. Not a sentence, a paragraph. You get what I'm saying? So I learned how I learned later on because I was going to all these colleges and stuff too. Man, I went for electrical engineering. I went to Rio Hondo for Honda technology. A lot of different things. And I finally, learned that I'm visual spatial. So I pick up things a lot more visually. If you show me how to do it,
I can do it.
I can do it. I can get it. And I'm a curious person, so I ask a lot of questions. So I got a lot of information that way. You know what I mean? And I got tips like, hey, if you're visual spatial, go up and ask the teacher at your college or whatever if they have any visual aids. You know what I mean? I couldn't read in a book about drafting, but I was number one in my class. But I was number one in my class because I understood the visuals. You get what I mean?
You were, like you said, you were a visual learner.
I'm a visual learner.
I can relate to that.
But I didn't know that back then. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said, those, kids like that aren't dumb or anything. It's just you don't understand how you learn. And that school is so standardized that 85% of the people learn the same way. And so the school is structured like that.
Right.
So people like me and other kids get labeled ADD or some stuff like that because you got a learning disability. No, you just learn a different way. You get what I mean? Yeah. And so when I started, when I started learning like that, I started picking up things fast, real fast. So when you show me books and stuff like that, I'm like, okay, no. Show me a chart. Show me a graph. Show me, you know what I'm saying? Show me a visual aid and then I'll get it. Percentages and all. Show me a visual aid. Right. And I'll pick it up and I'll be just fine. You get what I mean? So that's another thing with entrepreneurship. You gotta know how you personally learn because school is not for everybody. College is not for everybody. I'm a driven individual who likes to learn. That's cool. I don't need college. College is basically for, connections and, networking and stuff like that, having fun, figuring out what you want to do in life, that thing. So I don't talk bad about college, and some people need the structure too. Right. If you're not a person who can get up on your own and, and go to class and stuff like that, then you probably need school that tells you, hey, class starts at 8, be here. You get what I mean? You need a little extra help. And there's nothing wrong with that either. But no. College and school is not for everybody. You develop your own knack according to who you are. You know what I mean? And if you understand who you are, then you start to pick up things, in your way.
Okay, so shit. Now going back to the businesses,
yes.
You had mentioned, well, not on the podcast, but in previous talk, what was it? The salon you have opening. Do you find that to be something that a lot of entrepreneurs should be doing, is trying to get into both sides of sales, if you would? Like, I'm trying to get the male, products as well as the female, to match both? Or would that be something that comes down later on, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's just me. I personally have many talents, and I have to feed those many talents, those many different, sides of me, because I'm like an onion. So, I have a tax business, and that's, that's all business. Ain't nothing graphic about that. Ain't nothing artsy about that. That's just straight business. But I also have my artistic side, and I like to draw, and I like, all those different things, and create. And so I like to be around people who like to do the same thing as that. So that's an avenue for me to express that. The salon, that's another thing that I did. I used to do nails.
For real?
Yeah.
That's wild as hell. I did not know that.
Yeah, I was I was working for, I think, I think I was working for Old Navy at the time. And I had weekends off, didn't have anything to do, and drove by the college one time, the beauty college, and was like, oh, I wonder what that is. Went in there and checked it out. Now, I didn't do the hair side, but I did do the nail side.
Right.
So, I got my state license and all of that stuff. I actually did the Emmy Awards one year.
Get out of here.
Yeah, no,
For
I
who?
did. Yeah.
For who though?
Some no name. I mean,
come on, man.
no, seriously.
At the Emmys? No, just
Seriously.
playing.
Yeah. It was a group of, well, okay, not for the Emmys.
Right.
Some ladies who were participating in the
Right.
Emmys. It was a group of 10 of them, and it wasn't even my group. You know what I mean? It was another lady that I went to school with, and she was an older lady. She was like 60 something. She was in the same boat I was. She was like, I just want to fill the time. So we were both in there, and she was, like I said, she was older, she was connected, she lived out in Pasadena, it's a big ass house. And so she was like, hey, I got 10 ladies and it's just me. She was like, you want to help? I said, yeah. When and where?
Oh, shit.
And went in there and did that. And at the time, I was in really good shape, and looked good in scrubs, and dude, the tips was just falling. You get what I mean? So yeah, I learned that. Got a lot of good experience. I actually, I actually bought my first brand new car from that job.
God damn.
Yeah, so I was making some good money doing nails and stuff like that. And then, as I do, it's like when I feel like, I'm at the end, or I can't learn anymore, or I don't know where else to go with it, then I move on to something else. So with the nail salon, yeah, I do actually have experience with cosmetology.
With that, yeah.
Right.
That's wild.
Right. So, and that goes back to what I was saying before, don't get into a business where you don't know nothing about it. You know what I mean? Know something about it. You know what I'm saying? How things work, the licensing, something. Know something about it, what you can contribute to the actual business.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I mean, I don't have my state license now, but if I had to, I could go get it again, go in there and be doing some nails, when our nail lady is out or whatever. You get what I mean? So there's always benefits, again, to learning different things and putting your hands in different things. Just try it. Don't be afraid. You know what I mean? It's unknown and it's scary. Just try it. Just try it. You know what I mean? Don't ever look down on experience or somebody else for doing it. Nobody would have thought that. People still can't believe that I've done nails before.
I couldn't believe it, yeah.
I was the only male in that school at the time. You get what I'm saying?
We get it.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what I said. Just try stuff, man. You never know.
Yeah, no, for real.
It's an experience.
God damn.
Get it.
You never know what it could lead to.
You never know.
Absolutely.
You never know. I never thought I would own a nail shop. Never. That's fire. But even then, I was writing in my notebooks, doing business plan. Oh, man, I could take it here. I could do parties of 10 all the time. That's like 500 in one night. Ooh. You know what I mean? I was doing that stuff, man. I still got that little orange notebook that I wrote my stuff
That wrote
in.
nail salon on it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Had notes in there and everything. So, I mean,
Oh, shit.
that's what it is, man.
Was that one of your earlier, projects, or do you think, nah?
What?
No, do you think, nah? No, damn, where I just fucked up right there. The nail salon, was that something you've been doing for a while, or is it a relatively new project?
It's new. It's, well,
Okay.
like I said, I did nails back in the past.
Well, yeah,
but I
to
never
have the shop now.
had any thought about owning a nail shop. But the same guy that I'm in business with now was like, oh, let's make it a nail shop, because at first it was supposed to be a gym, and the gym didn't work out. This whole COVID thing and all this stuff. It just didn't pan out for for a lot of reasons. But the nail shop I felt like was a good idea. I mean, we were still paying on the space. You know what I mean? So let's let's use it, man. Let's make some money on it.
Make
you
a
know what I'm saying?
profit
We paid
somewhere with
enough.
it, yeah.
We lost enough on it. Let's make some on it.
Shit.
So yeah, the nail shop. The salon is up and will be open the 1st.
God damn. Well, let's.
Shout out to you, man.
Congratulations to that. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Congrats,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So then let's get back to Valley Screen and Printing, right?
Valley Screening and Graphics.
Come on, I'm gonna get it.
It's on the shirt, man.
Eventually, you're gonna get it right on one time.
I'm gonna get
You see
it,
the
yo.
big one on the back.
You're right. Yo,
You take the sweatshirt off and put it on the table.
Right. Just lay it out.
Yeah.
what exactly do you guys do over there?
We do screen printing, sublimation, transfers, and embroidery.
Nice.
Embroidery. Okay. God damn. So if I ever need a patch or anything, I can go to you.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Okay. You hear that, listeners? You might be getting patches soon. All right.
Hell yeah.
And we're trying to, we're still in the process of we've rebranded, with a new logo and all that kind of stuff. So we're still in the process of the complete rebranding,
Nice.
which means the whole website and
Right.
business cards and putting our logo on everything,
Right.
you know,
Really
Now-
branding.
and offering more services, of course.
Yeah.
Right. Now, we were at work one day doing while you were at Pepsi and stuff, and you had mentioned the COVID bags. What brought that idea to fruition? What all went into that? You know what I'm saying?
Entrepreneurship, man. It's you.
Where did you see the place that capitalizes more? Better thing to
I saw a need.
ask. Okay.
I saw a need for like when we were, and that's one of the things of of what you do. Like you're always looking for an opportunity, and this COVID thing was going down, and I just remember like sanitizer was insane, like 10 ounces for like $13 and stuff like that.
Right.
It was stupid, man.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, masks were insane and all this stuff. And I was like, you buying all this stuff separately? Like, what is this? Right? So I said, oh, you know what? We should make kits. You know what I'm saying? And another reason I thought of that is because I had already done something similar for a friend of mine. I did these boxes for a sex party she had. And it was something, I don't even remember the name of it, but it was
Sex
something like
box.
the
Right.
it was something like the
Pandora's box.
yeah, but it was like the
Pandora's
morning. It was like the morning. Well, the night before the morning after survival kit. That's what it was.
Hey,
Oh,
all right.
shit.
That's
Right. So we did these little boxes, right? And we just bought all this stuff, like condoms and
Right.
a chocolate and
They have a
Right.
you know what I'm
great
saying,
time.
little toothbrush, brushing your
okay.
teeth kit, and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
Mouthwash and all that shit. Like,
The
Mints,
toothbrush for it,
yeah, mints and stuff like that. So we put all this stuff in there, and man, it went insane. The ladies loved it.
Oh,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? I didn't even have a kit left for myself.
Hey.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, the ladies love that thing. And so when I was thinking about kits, I thought about that. And I was like, yeah, this be something good. You know what I'm saying? There's a need for it. People out there and everybody's buying these little rubber gloves and stuff. So yeah, I made these, these little kits. Actually, I
shit.
got
Oh, you
one
brought
right
one?
here. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
you
Come
brought
on, man.
one.
Come on now.
It's called a COVID bag?
It's called the
COVID
COVID
bag?
kit.
Oh,
the COVID kit. You feel me?
So this would be the original COVID kit.
Oh, shit.
So we started off with the little ones, and it was like a $5 bag, right? We had disposable mask in there. We had a mint in there because everybody was complaining about that mask breath, right?
right.
So we had a mint in there. We had
what?
we had
He just seen the
gloves
place
in
to
there,
give, saying?
right? And we had all of this stuff. And I just want to open this up for you.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Scoop this.
Yeah.
Let me get the first one.
So
You got. Oh, it's a fresh one. You
Yeah.
open it.
It's like a
open it up.
weed
I
seal
didn't
on
bring enough kits for everybody.
Hey, you're good.
However, I did bring T-shirts for you.
Oh, I'll
So,
tell you.
there. Shit, this came with the T-shirt
so, yeah.
also.
So
Let's
these
see.
bags are the upgrade. These are the third upgrade.
Hey, wait, so
we had
Scoop, wait, show what's in
Little
there. Scoop.
sanitizer.
Okay.
That's his own label on it. You know what I'm saying?
And, I,
Branded
don't
that.
mean to cut you off. I just want him to display. But
Yeah,
keep going,
absolutely. No, absolutely.
Keep going, though. Keep going.
We also have. Let me see what it is. You got your little candy cane mint.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
You got a wristband in here. One of those rubber wristbands. I feel you with. The hell
Yeah,
does
go
that
ahead.
say
Go
on
ahead
there?
and unwrap that. Unwrap that. See what it says. See what it
Read
says,
that
man.
shit.
Oh, see what it says.
Yes.
Oh, I say don't. Oh
He
man.
said, rip.
Yeah.
He said, read with that
Nah,
shit.
open that
says.
mess up, man.
So we having it. Yeah, that's how you know packaging is on the.
This is amazing.
Top
That package
notch.
is on point.
This is sanitized as fuck. They
Ain't
ain't
nobody
nobody that shit. Right, that too.
Ain't nobody taking that.
Big ass
Right.
kid couldn't even get into it.
What does it say? What does it say,
It
Scoop?
just says, let me see if I can read still.
Come on.
Save lives, stop the spread. Yeah, mask up. There it
Okay.
is.
Yeah.
That is.
So yeah,
Moving forward,
yeah. Go ahead.
because I got
Go
some
ahead.
more stuff in
Okay,
here.
there's
Go
more
ahead.
stuff in there.
Yeah.
Looks like there's a T-shirt in there, right?
Shit, oh, it's a T-shirt, but it's also a mask too.
Okay.
A reusable mask.
Right, you can wash
Okay.
these.
Yeah.
Let me put that in my pocket because I'm gonna need that right now.
Oh, she's just taking it.
Yeah, and then there's some, was it
Alcohol wipes.
alcohol wipes right here?
Nice. Okay.
little 2-pack. You know what I'm saying?
So basically,
left hand, right
everything you
hand.
would need.
Everything you would need.
And
man.
this-
Rubber gloves too.
Rubber gloves, not just any rubber gloves. A lot of people are allergic to
Latex.
latex, right?
Okay.
So some thinking went into this bag. So these
Nice.
are double thick, right? These are double thick nitrile gloves. This is the good stuff.
It's the good shit.
It's the good
That's the
stuff.
shit you pay for.
Yeah. right?
All right.
You got
and
the
then
shirt.
Yeah,
Let's get
got the
it.
The shirt. All right.
Damn.
That's what it is.
Yeah, man.
Hey, so packaging is on point.
Yeah.
Now, can you tell me about this shirt? What
No.
all does it mean?
The shirt. Okay, so the shirt was an idea.
Yeah, it looks very like
Yeah. So the shirt was an
Message
idea,
on
a
there.
marketing idea that I came up with for during the pandemic. And, things started getting very low in the profit department. And I was trying to think of a way that we could boost sales. So I came up with this newspaper T-shirt packed in a newspaper bag. The little ones that you find newspapers in that
Okay.
people throw on your porch.
right.
So a newspaper T-shirt in a newspaper bag that looked like a newspaper. We throw it on on the porch on a Sunday morning, and there's a subliminal type message on there. And like I said, I brought you guys some shirts.
Hey, thank you.
One there,
Hell yeah.
one there.
Thank you.
You see what I mean? The clear newspaper bag,
Right.
and it looks
okay.
like a newspaper now.
Okay,
Can
packaging.
you borrow your shirt?
Noises.
So if
It runs on the blunt, man. It
Yeah,
runs-
yeah.
I don't have a rap, man. I don't have a rap.
We use all the
Another
raps.
blunt.
Smoked out.
So
God
check this
damn it.
out. Check this out. Now,
Yeah,
when you look
explain
at
the
this,
shirt.
when you look at this T-shirt, it says Valley Screening Daily. Now, Valley Screening is our shop.
Right.
Valley Screening and Graphics. Daily is meant to make this thing look like a newspaper.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Right.
See the play on the newspaper.
Right. So we had this thing. So it was a dual subliminal thing. Like, hey, we're still open. You know what I mean? Valley Screening Daily.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we had that on there. We wrote an actual article for the T-shirt.
Nice.
I had friends of mine, 3 friends of mine contributed to this T-shirt. We actually wrote an article. The article headline says, "Hello 2020, please hold." So that was a play on it because remember, life was on hold back then, right? Everybody was indoors. It was like everything just stopped.
right.
So that was the reason for the article. And then, the subheading was, thousands struggle, a nation on pause. So we wrote this article, and then at the bottom here, it has the caption, "Though we are apart, we are not alone." And then it has all of our information here, the address, phone number, everything, with the COVID-19
Oh shit.
thing on there. So yeah, it was a whole big play, right? To drum up some business. And then we had the flag here on the sleeve. It was a whole thing to drum up some business and, and at the same time send our customers a message and let them know, hey, look, we're still thinking about you. You know what I mean? We'll be here when when things get better and whatnot.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. So, things like that is just like, like I said, when it's a whole mindset thing. And it's one of those things where you don't think about what's not happening. You don't think about, what I'm saying, like the money and stuff that you don't have.
I love the
know what I
packaging.
mean?
I'm still tripping on the
thanks.
packaging.
Thanks,
It should look
man,
like
yeah.
I'm holding a motherfucking newspaper right here.
Right.
Right.
But it's not. You're gonna open this shit up. You can wear this. You can wear this motherfucker right here.
Right,
Yeah, this-
exactly.
I love the packaging. And like
Right.
you said, like the bag. Like,
Yeah.
This shit reminds me of my grandma's newspaper when I go there.
Exactly.
You see, this,
You, right
you
there
see
on
that
there.
right there on the sidewalk. Like, here it is.
Might as well
Right.
grab it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, this,
So
this is very, very thoughtful.
Yeah. It's just, like I said, it's one of those things where you got to think positive about things. There's always opportunity out there. It's just your view of it. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Where your head is. Most people, you know what I'm saying? I guarantee you weren't thinking positive things. People are still not thinking positive things.
Man.
But people still need things and products and, and reassurance and all of those things. So if it goes to show that if you're in the right mental space, there's still a lot that you can accomplish. You know what I mean? Given a little, it costs us, cents. You know what I'm saying, to make those bags. You know what I mean? And so, and that's one of the things too. Like, people are always like, oh, you you robbing folks, you making it. No, I'm providing a service. You get what I mean? Go down to the concerts and stuff. People are still needing this because you're in a public place and all this kind of stuff. So these bags still get used. They still get serviced. They still get bought. You get what I mean? And this is way over a $20 bag. A t-shirt alone will cost you $20.
Yeah, definitely.
You get what I'm saying? The printing is nice. It's a high quality product. You get what I mean? So if you're always in a mental space where you're positive and you're thinking about others instead of yourself, because that's a big part of it, right? Thinking of others and what they need instead of yourself, then, dude, money comes to you. You know what I mean? Money comes to people who are ready for it. Not to people who are always complaining about what they don't have. You get what I'm saying? I mean, that's just a recipe for disaster, for destruction. You know what I mean? You're going to be sitting in your living room broke.
Right. Just mad at the world. Mad
Exactly.
Mad,
Yeah, I refuse, man. I just, you know what I'm saying? It's just a mental shift.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, I'm not making money here. How can I make some money somewhere else?
Right.
How can I survive? I'm not going to be on the government. I've never been on the government. As a matter of fact, when during COVID, I worked all through COVID for Pepsi.
Yeah.
Worked all through COVID. You get what I'm saying? I didn't have off days. I worked all through COVID. Masked up and everything. You know what I mean? Gloved up, using my own products. You get what I'm saying?
That those motherfucking
Those
non-destructible
double
gloves.
latex.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like I said, I keep saying it. It's all your mindset, man. You can get along. There's money out. There's plenty of money out here. You know what I mean? It's just how you look at things.
Yeah,
Don't be a pessimist.
Right. That's a good perspective. I respect the perspective on that. Definitely. Fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well, shit. I think that's good enough right here for the moment. We're definitely gonna have you back at some point. I'm
Absolutely,
just saying.
man. Happy to do it.
We're gonna wrap it up. But usually, how we wrap it up is, can you please plug yourself? Where can people find you? For any of your endeavors, really.
Right,
For
right.
Any of my endeavors.
Any of your ventures.
Right.
Yeah, online. You can find admore.com is the tax agency. You can find our website hasn't gone up yet for Valley Screening and Graphics. We're still working on that. But you can find us in Apple Valley on Highway 18. That's 18429 US Highway 18, Apple Valley 92307. That's also that Suite B. Suite C is actually the hair salon.
Hey.
Right now.
So it's right next to each other.
Yeah, right next to
Nice.
each other.
Fuck
so,
yeah.
and again, the next time I come on the show, hopefully, we'll have some more things to talk about. We got other projects in the works. Things are moving. Things are moving quick. Things are moving in a positive direction for me always, just because that's how I think.
Right.
But yeah, right now that's where you can find me, and hopefully we'll be doing some work with with Puff Puff Pass.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Invest in the squad, bro. We
Absolutely.
places.
Absolutely.
No, all right. For real though, no. But also the way we ended is a game called Puff Puff and Pass.
All right, let's go. Let's do it.
We're gonna give you 3 names,
All right.
and obviously it doesn't matter if they smoke or not in real life. For the sake of the game, they all want to get high with you.
Okay.
I know you're not a big weed guy yourself, but you
They want to
puff
smoke
a cigar.
They want to smoke a cigar.
Hey,
Yeah, there it is. You
Yeah,
feel
it's,
me?
it's just puff, puff, pass.
Yeah,
It's not
absolutely.
saying, it's not saying what you puffing on.
Right.
It could be puffing on a cigarette. It could be
Right.
puffing on a
Right.
It's a
motherfucking.
very open-minded game. You're just
Yes.
thinking, you know what I'm saying? All right, so
Hypothetically.
I'm gonna give you 3 names. You pick 2,
Okay.
and then on the third one, tell me why tell me why you pass on the third person. Like, for what
Okay.
reason would you not smoke with so and so?
Okay.
So it's
Gotcha.
puff, puff, and pass. Who are you puffing
Right.
on? Who are you puffing with, and who are you
Who am
gonna
I
pass
passing?
on?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I got 2 of these names, and they're really easy. Because while working with you, I picked up that you quote them a lot.
Right.
Jay-Z
Okay.
and Diddy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw this other third one in because honestly, Bill O'Reilly. Let me just
Bill O'Reilly. Oh, that's an easy one.
All right. Well, then let's change it. Warren Buffett.
Warm. Oh.
I was trying to
okay.
think of a real business savvy guy to put in
That was
there.
the one right there.
You know,
All right.
hey,
Warren Buffett.
That changed the energy right there.
Yeah.
hold
Changed
on.
his headphones
Man,
and
that's
everything.
tough,
Like, hold
boy.
on.
Man.
Got him.
All right. So I like Diddy a lot because Diddy is a hustler. I mean, a hustler. He still loves the game of entrepreneurship. That dude is wild. Like the deals he makes, the energy he has. I mean, it's just insane. Jay-Z, that's my guy. Man, I can't say enough about him because you know I like the way he moves. His character, I like to think is similar to mine. Like he's a bit more humble and quieter with his moves, but they are nonetheless very purposeful. There's a reason for everything. Warren, oh man, that's my dude too. I mean, he's just like, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. And he's Jay-Z's mentor.
That's more of a complex way. You can't pick one. You know what I'm saying? Both of the other two. You get the sensei.
Right. Because I've read Warren's books and I really appreciate like how he has moved up, and like I respect the way he did it, like working for other people to get the experience that he needed, and he knew exactly what he was, what he was going for and the direction he was going, and what he was going to do with that. So I mean, you got some tough choices, bro. Well, I'm definitely gonna puff with Jay-Z.
Over the gods.
Yep. Man. Woo. See, Diddy is in sync too. You know what I'm saying? He's plugged in.
So it's tough right here.
Yeah. How much time do I have?
The
whole cigar.
You got 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
4 minutes and 20 seconds. All right.
All right.
I got 4. All right. Man. Okay. So Jay-Z, I'm definitely gonna smoke with. I am going to. Man.
It's probably the most intense version of the Puff Puff Pass. I mean, of the Puff Puff and Pass game.
Right.
Yeah. Oh man. See, I respect the elders too because they got that experience.
You can only take two with you on this session.
Right. That's all it is.
This is gonna be the
Not
greatest.
everyone
You got
can
me
go,
though.
right?
You got me though. I'll admit to you, man. You got me on
This
that.
gonna be the greatest cigar
Right.
lounge session ever. You just imagine y'all just puffing and passing.
Ooh. Man, I need a cigar. Let me say. All right, let me.
This one's
That's
tough.
hard. It's tough.
Got it. This one got it.
I'll tell you. Okay, let me tell you where I'm bent. Okay, let me tell you where I divide. Because Warren is the GOAT,
Warren Buffett.
and he's got all of this experience.
Right.
And it doesn't mean that just because he's older that it's not still valid information.
Yeah, no,
a lot of people
definitely.
like to think like that. A lot of younger people think that because you're older, that age determines your worth.
Yeah.
And I'm here to tell you it ain't true. You know what I'm saying? And I fall on both sides of the fence of that. There's stuff that you can learn from the youth, and there's stuff that you can learn from the older people. You know, the experience and everything.
The non-youth.
You already know in football games, right? All that speed and strength and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, there's something to be said about that, but there's something to be said about experience too, because you still got these older guys at the end of their careers still beating the young ones, and they're wondering how.
Because they know how to win. You know what I mean?
Exactly. They got that experience. So you see why I'm conflicted? So, man.
Jay-Z's on there already.
Right.
He's waiting to just.
Ho has this cigar
Right.
waiting.
He got his cigar, bro.
He's like, yo.
He already cut that shit.
Right.
He's like, all right, when we
It's
go
on you guys.
I need that.
I'm already
torch.
picked.
Right.
That torch.
Right. But Diddy's still there. He's still doing it. You know what I mean? Like I said, he's plugged into a lot of things. He's plugged into the youth, for sure. He's plugged into business. He's plugged into the hustle. He's got so many weapons in his, you know what I'm saying? In
his pocket.
Right, in his armory too.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it's tough, man. It's tough. Oh, man. Dude. All right, I'm out to roll with Diddy.
Hey,
There it is.
round of
Hey.
applause.
Yeah.
Diddy,
Man.
Puff, Diddy, Cone.
Now, why not
Cone.
Warren Buffett?
Why not Warren? I really don't have an answer for you, dude.
Okay.
I feel like
That's fair because
No, that is fair.
It was a real tough
It seems-
decision.
yeah.
it's a tough decision because, like I said, Warren has still got a lot of that experience and stuff. But he is, I guess, not that he's at the end of his game, but I feel like he has passed the torch to so many.
And Jay-Z, like you said, that was his
Yeah.
mentor. So
Right,
it's like
right.
if you're gonna have a session with Jay-Z already, it's like pretty sure you're gonna
Give me some-
It's gonna be an opportunity for you to kind of pick both their brains,
Right.
Like,
Right.
given that it's just Jay-Z, but like where did Jay-Z get some of that game from, or most of that game from?
A lot of that game.
There you go.
A billionaire in 20 years.
Right. That's
Come on,
that's
man.
a lot of
Warren
game.
moved like
That's a
that
lot
too.
of game.
That's what
Warren
I'm saying.
began.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
$billion
Warren
game.
began at 50. You get what, or in his 50s, right? Began
right.
in his 50s. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, if you gonna pick somebody to be a mentor, pick the number one guy. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like I can roll with that safely. Like, he's not at the end, but he did give Jay-Z a lot of the game.
Definitely.
And Jay-Z, like I said, I like to say that my personality is a lot like his. We're both Sagittarius. So I like to think that I try to emulate and move the way he moves. You know what I mean? And Diddy's just like, Diddy's still plugged into the youth, so he's still got weapons to go. You know what I mean? He got stuff in his pocket
Right.
he ain't telling nobody about.
Yeah, it ain't over yet.
Yeah, it ain't over.
And if this
he's-
cigar session goes good enough, you might be able to get more stuff.
right, and he's
Work-wise,
highly
you know what I mean?
energetic.
Like,
and just because of the hustle, and I'm not saying Diddy. I mean, I'm not saying Jay-Z don't hustle,
right.
or is not a hustler. He's got a certain type of hustler that's like all his own. Diddy is got like, he's still kind of plugged into the street hustle as well. You know what I'm saying? So he's got a broad armament, if you
Right.
will. You know what I mean? And I feel like because the youth are, the future, basically, right? It's good to be plugged into that situation too.
No,
You get
definitely.
what I'm saying? Because I've always felt that if you are a person who is able to reside in any room, whether it's older or younger, you win it. Because those people who are thinking, oh, these young kids don't know anything, they're losing. Like Toys R Us. Oh, no, we're going to do it traditional. You know what I'm saying? Gary Vee. Remember Gary Vee? He was like, yo, you need to go online. You need to get on, media, social media. He was like, nah. Bankrupt. Right? So they think the young ones don't have nothing to offer, and the older ones, the younger ones who thinking that these older people are too old, screw them too, because that's the experience.
Right, exactly.
We taught y'all the game. You get what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we laid the game out for you. We built the board. You get what I mean? So that's why I'll say, I'll stick with those choices.
Right, yeah, no,
that was good though, man. I like that.
Hey, you know me.
That was
I like
that was
it.
the most intense
like
pass game I've ever experienced.
I
I
swear
like
to
it.
God, it was.
That was a
Awesome,
good
man.
one. Off rip.
Oh man. But just real quick, one last question, man.
Absolutely.
Have you ever gotten high in your life?
No.
Never.
Not even here. Did you get any contact here?
Does that count alcohol, or are you
way.
just talking about weed?
I'm done. We're only dealing weed over here. It's puff up and pass, not sip
never
pass.
got
Right.
that. I will admit, I hit a pen once.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I hit a pen once, and yeah,
How'd it make you feel?
stories. Yeah, but my girl at the time, I got a good one on her though. The Vegas trip was just insane, dude. Yeah.
Might be,
Vegas.
might be another.
We can't talk about Vegas.
If we have more time, I definitely tell
happens
you
in
the
Vegas
story,
stays in
you know.
Vegas.
But it
No,
was
man.
funny. We laughed.
We got
laughed
time
about
for a
it.
story. Come
Oh,
on,
you
just
got
give us the
oh,
last.
man.
Come on.
All right, so check this out. All right, so
Vegas
I
stories.
took her to. I planned this trip to Vegas for her birthday, and she decided she was gonna get some edibles. You know, she was like, "Oh, my birthday, I'm having fun." So I was like, "Okay,
That's
So
some
she
fun,
got
right?
yeah, she got the, I forget, it was a brownie or cookie. It was some kind of edible in this bag or whatever. So we driving. And we are like almost to Vegas. We are like outside of the north end of Baker. So we're like right up at state line. So she's like, oh, I'm about to get my eat on.
Eat on?
You know,
Eat on.
You know these females,
I'm
man.
about to get my eat on.
So man, she started eating
Get my
this
eat
thing.
on.
Eat on.
And like an hour into it, man, she's like, I don't feel nothing.
Uh-oh.
I said, no. I said, well, you know, maybe you'll pace yourself. You know, maybe it hasn't kicked in. No, I don't feel nothing. It's been some time already. I don't feel nothing. So she starts eating more.
Oh, you never. That's
Yeah.
rule number one.
Womp, womp, womp. Yeah,
If you
no.
don't feel it
man.
right away, it's okay. Like
It's coming.
it usually takes time, but never.
coming.
She fucked up.
Never resort to that. I need to just maybe I need.
Let me just eat the whole
Right.
half.
No.
You know what I mean? Nah.
Dude.
Leave that other half alone.
But what happened? No,
Now,
my
now
bad.
mind you, I had the shooting range all set.
Oh,
I had,
shit.
you know, eating the restaurants and all that kind of stuff, right? Man, she went down in the room, bro.
Oh, it all
went
just
down. It just hit her.
Right.
Oh, boom. I mean, the eyes was just crazy. We walking in the hallway. And she's like, hey, man. Hey, man.
Hey, man. Yo. Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying? The
Yo.
droopy
Yep.
eyes and everything. I was just like, you all right? Yeah.
You feel it
she was
now?
just-
Like-
yeah, that was just the first part. Oh, man.
shit.
When we got
No.
back to the room, dude, it was over. She was on this tiny washcloth, this square, this little tiny washcloth in the bathroom with her knees on the inside the lines of this tiny washcloth and her head on the floor. Just, no. And I'm like, dude, you good? I'm like,
Edible.
You're right.
You-
That shit hit her hard.
yeah, like, hey, you need to
Yikes.
go to the hospital? Like,
No.
you good? No, I'm good.
Damn.
I'm good. And then she was like, damn, I'm just hungry.
Okay. She was praying for some food.
Right.
There it is. Like, ah, come on.
So I'm like, all right, what you want me to order you? I'll order you something to eat. I said, she's like, oh, what you gonna order? I said, I don't know. What do you want to eat?
Right.
So she was like, oh,
Then you play that game for an hour.
maybe some pizza or something. Something she ordered, right? It started off small.
Okay.
Dude, by the time we got through ordering, it was like the whole menu.
We just get one of
All of
everything.
that, yeah.
Get it,
They
everything.
brought all of that food up, bro.
No.
And she didn't touch none of it.
Oh, you got one of
Yeah.
everything and didn't have nothing of nothing.
Didn't touch none of
She
it.
just, like,
She
fell
was feeling
asleep?
so bad.
I would have been
shit.
so mad.
She was in the
Right.
bed just, hugged up to a pillow. Just, like, I mean, it
She
was a
was
bad
going
time the whole
through it.
time, right?
I would have been like, skirt.
We went to the,
Left
to
her in Vegas.
we went to the
Yo.
shooting
My
range,
bad.
dude. And dude, she
How?
couldn't do it. She was like, "Oh, I'm done." I'm like, "Dude, I already paid for the ammo. You gotta,
I got the
use
bullets.
this up."
Yeah, we shooting some guns
Yeah,
today.
I don't want to do it. I said,
Ain't
"Dude,
doing-
just
you ain't done.
go ahead, just empty the clip, and we'll go." She went back in there and shot, and she was done with it. She came back to the room, got back in the bed. And then the next morning, I was like, well, I mean, you feel a little bit better? Yeah, I
New
feel a little
day.
bit better, dude. We walked outside, the sun hits. Man, like a damn vampire. Head down the whole time, just knees up and just, with her hands over her eyes, just, right? And so we went to it was like this buffet spot or something like that. Nope.
No.
Same thing.
Still,
dude.
yeah, same
Man.
thing. Just couldn't touch it, man. It was
How you not tear up a Vegas buffet?
it was a bad time.
Hey, I
It was a
would've
bad time.
fucked the
After that,
buffet.
after that, we was headed back. But
Fuck
I
the
mean,
buffet. Would have killed 2 tall
Hey,
kids in the
right.
buffet.
Hey, be careful
We
with those.
back on the fucking table, nigga.
yeah, but dude, we laugh about it all the time because sometimes I'll bring it up and she's oh, okay, you want to go there? And I'm like, dude, that's the funniest story ever.
my God.
And what was left in there, take it.
Yeah.
Just take it away. I don't care what you just take it away.
Oh shit.
And
She
so,
wants-
So she
Spill
didn't
that
eat the whole thing.
yeah. And so when we talked about that, she's like, nope, I'm never doing
Get
edibles
it out of
again.
here.
I'm never doing edibles again.
Check that shit out the motherfucking balcony. Like, oh, fuck this.
Someone in Vegas just
Right.
caught it. Like, all right, well,
Yeah,
hey.
we tried this shit. Fuck it. They ain't for us. We tried that
no.
shit. Right.
Right.
There's a person out your balcony with their mouth open trying
Right,
to catch
like,
the little edible
shit.
getting tossed.
Exactly. I heard that was free weed.
Right.
I was giveaway and shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
Careful with those edibles. That's a
Careful.
funny story, though.
They will
That's
smack
funny.
you in the
That's
face.
fucked.
Oh yeah.
Those things
Oh,
are hit
wow.
or miss, but when they hit,
They hit.
Yeah,
they
man.
hit.
Oh, boy.
Goddamn.
You gotta
Careful.
test that stuff out first.
Absolutely.
Oh, boy.
Absolutely.
Test that stuff out first.
Go ahead, eat the whole brownie.
Yeah.
Eat that whole shit.
If you don't feel half, you feel me, you might as well get the other half.
That wasn't even half, bro.
Yeah, you just said
Man.
there was some left, so
Yeah.
obviously.
A bite left.
Oh my
There
God.
was a bite taken out of it. All the rest was left. It's like,
Oh shit.
man.
Well, fuck it, man. On that note, I just finished up rolling mine. I'm gonna let you guys finish up rolling yours. It's been the Puff Puff Pass podcast.
Puff
Dan
Puff.
Ghana, just Scoop Dizzle, Noises, and Issa.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hey.